free.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the who.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
They're here.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest now. He takes off her dress now. Let me go. And I just can't look. It's killing me.
All right. We will get to Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy in moments. -1 Promo John, who decided if Jacob is going to continue to call him Promo John, then he's not going to participate in Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. Do the dishes, Robert Martin. Turn your radio down, Jacob. But before we bring Jacob on, a couple things. Number one, this is Drew Garabo Live. Thank you to Setting Show. Thank you to JP. Thank you to Johnny B. Thank you to Mike Calta for getting the day started, continuing it going. We are batting cleanup, taking you into the evening hour. We will hand things over to Ask the Dom at 7 p.m. Look, the Florida Panthers are a damn good hockey team. I believe they are defending NHL champs. I believe they won Stanley's Cup last year. It was a tough first-round matchup last year where they knocked us out in 5 games, and it is a tough first-round matchup this year when they beat the bloody hell out of us in Game 1. There was virtually no hope from the opening puck drop, which occurred probably about 10:45 p.m. They're great. I don't blame any one person on the Lightning. I will just say, I don't know what your reaction was watching the game last night. I was very disappointed in the play of Andrei Vasilevsky. We said before the game to Gabby Shirley, to Steve Griggs, Lightning CEO, that if Andrei Vasilevsky played to the best of his ability, that we would win the series. I thought Vazzy was awful last night. I don't know what it's like to play goalie. I couldn't have stopped any of those shots. I think Vazzy in his prime could have stopped a couple of those shots. I don't know what was going on last night, if he had a focus issue. I have no earthly idea, but it was terrible. It was just awful. Awful. However, as I posted on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter X, and even TikTok, where I'm not very active because I don't understand it. I am trying to work my way through it. You on TikTok, Maurice?
No.
I feel like it's the most enriching of the social media experiences, but I'm having a hard time getting my head around it. I think I'm Drew Garabo, DREWGARABO there. I've only posted, I don't even know what you call them, talks? I don't even know.
I have no idea. I also feel like it's probably the most time consuming.
Yeah.
You will get lost there more than any other,
right,
which is why I stay away from it.
Same. It's one of the reasons I don't scroll on TikTok, because it literally takes your algorithm of stuff you're interested in and does a great job of feeding that to you. I doom scroll enough as it is. I don't need more scrolling in my life. However, I did post a video from last night, and I'll go into more detail later in the show. I just want to say, we talked to Brandon the nurse's mom a couple of weeks ago about this kid, Brandon, who was at the time 24 years old in 2022 when he was my nurse at Moffitt Cancer Center and was there when I got my first couple of doses of high-dose chemo and my first bone marrow transplant that helped save my life. And this kid at 24 years old, fellow Lightning fan, provided comfort for me at a time when I needed it. Sarah couldn't be there 24/7, 365. She's got a life. She's got a job. She was there as much as humanly possible and way more than anyone could have been or should have been. She was there every step of the way, but there were still times when she had to work and I was in there alone. And that's when Brandon made sure that I had someone to talk to, talking about my medical issues with me, talking about Bolts hockey with me, et cetera. And we bonded then. And I hadn't seen him in the 3 years since. Messaged each other on Instagram from time to time. And he was there last night. Texted me before the game and said, hey, I'm up in 320, whatever. And I told him I was allergic to stairs. So if he could come down to section 102 in between the first and second period, I'd love to see him. My friends Mike and Tracy were also at the game in 102. So after the first period, Bolts are down like 4-2. It was looking terrible. Maybe 4-1, 3-1, who knows. And we walked over to say hi to Mike and Tracy, talked to them for a couple minutes, and I said, you guys are about to witness a very emotional moment. Explained who Brandon the nurse was, gave Sarah my phone, and I said, when you see Brandon, maybe film a video, a heartwarming video. And right then she said, he's right there. And I looked, and I'll be damned if this beautiful young man and his brother weren't right there by 102. And it's hard to put into words the emotional feeling of seeing someone in a different capacity. It was the first time I really saw him when I was standing up. I wasn't even able to stand then. I would just lay there like some cancer-stricken patient because I was one, bald, barely alive. And it was really, 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 really super cool to be able to hug him, show him that I have hair now, and spend a couple of minutes catching up about the last 3 years. And for him, the nurse in a cancer facility does not get to see many success stories because they are responsible for caring for a patient. But once a patient gets out of the hospital, good or bad, they're out of the nurse's life pretty much forever, right? So with Brandon, I think I was probably the first patient success story that he got to see. Because you just say goodbye to these people. Some of them die from cancer. Some of them, if he does get to see him again, it's because they've been readmitted into the hospital, which means the cancer is back. And when it comes back, it kills a lot of people. So it was just such an unbelievably cool moment. I would love to see the video get shared a lot, not for selfish reasons, but because I think it's got the power to make someone's day. When you see an emotional moment like that between caregiver and care receiver, it was a very, very special night last night. And I wouldn't have been able to do it had Mike Olivero not given us tickets to the game, had the Lightning not had us out to broadcast, et cetera. So there were a number of circumstances that had to take place for us to have that reunion. And I'm incredibly grateful that we did. It was a super cool moment.
Again, how many years?
3 years ago. Yeah, it was 2022. Almost exactly 3 years ago because the Bolts were in the playoffs, and I believe they made it to the finals that year in May, where they were knocked out by the Carolina Hurricanes. So what a super cool moment, super sweet kid, and we're definitely going to see each other again. And I know his mom listens to the program, and I just hope, beyond all hope, that you're so proud of that young man who I got to hug last night. And it's just so great to be alive, man. It is amazing.
Did he talk to you a little bit about, is he advancing or is he where he wants to be when he was doing what he was doing with you?
Great question. Yeah, he's still doing it and still at Moffitt. And actually, a buddy of mine, Pat, who wrote an article on me for Moffitt, asked about Brandon's information so they can give him some sort of recognition.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
because there are so many nurses there who probably don't get the opportunity to meet their patients in public or hear how great of a job they did. So if you're in the medical profession and you care for people like that, I'm here to tell you you're a damn hero. And maybe you don't get to hear it enough, but thank you to all physician's assistants, to all nurses, to all practitioners, NPs, everybody, orderlies, doctors, parking attendants, anybody who helps out those who are stricken with an illness. You're heroes, and you are appreciated. Hello there. Who are you, and how can we help you?
Hi, my name is Brad, and
Hi, Brad.
I was listening to the stuff that. I followed along when you went through all the terrible things that you went through and all the treatments that you endured.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just curious if you or anybody else that's gone through what you have that you've talked to has heard about alternative treatments to the stuff that you ended up using. It worked well for you, but have you heard of anything about ivermectin and fenbendazole that's extremely cheap?
Thank you very much for your phone call. Appreciate that. We're not here to dispense, no offense, jacking any medical advice that you heard about on Joe Rogan or that you read about on the internet or Reddit or whatever. But
I'm hearing this ivermectin's a wonder drug, Drew.
I mean, look, chemotherapy is barbaric. There's no doubt about it. It's got awful side effects, especially the platinum-based chemotherapy that I took. It also saved my life. So your alternate treatments, great. Maybe they would have worked. Maybe they would have saved. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, what you took or received worked. Why pontificate about something else?
Correct. Ivermectin, can ivermectin cure cancer? Let me see. Let's see. Ivermectin, a potential anti-cancer drug. Look, I'm sure that there are people who think that they've been cured by that, and that's awesome. I was not in a position where I could have felt good about going, I don't know about this chemotherapy. Let's try a horse dewormer instead. I know you're an oncologist and you went to medical school and whatnot, but have you tried ivermectin? Hello there, Jacob 2 times.
Hey, Drew Garava, you mentioned Moffitt Cancer Center, and that's the place where my mom passed away, Drew Garavo. So
that is true, and I know that they provided her a lot of comfort before she did, Jacob, and I know they did everything they could do to try to keep your beautiful mommy alive.
yes, I know. And so, anyways, hey, listen, Drew Garavo, today's your 12-year anniversary of being with the Bone. Can you believe that?
You know what's interesting
April
is
23rd.
I saw over the weekend it pop up where I made the announcement on Facebook. I said, hurry and go and look at Cowhead's post about the new Bone lineup because I'm not sure if we're supposed to say anything yet. And that announced the entire new lineup on the Bone. I think it's about 12 years ago that they made the landmark change that launched this here radio station that you're currently soaking in.
Yeah, I know. And guess what? Listen. I can't believe that Sarah, my mom's nurse, had taken my mom's blood out of her arm before she could put the thing back in her arm. Can you believe that?
No.
Sarah,
What?
Sarah, my mom's nurse, was such a sweetheart to my mom, you know?
That's nice. That nurses are angels. Angels among us. They're incredible people, and many of them provided a lot of comfort for me. One didn't. I'll be honest with you. One of my traumatic memories from being in there, they would wake you up every 2 hours to take your vitals, whether it was middle of the night or middle of the day. Every 2 hours they got to take your vitals, which is a lot of fun at 4:00 in the morning. And there was one lady. I had a port right here on my chest, and that's where they drew the blood from.
Right.
This lady could not access my port at 4:00 in the morning. this lady is jabbing a needle into the port like she's Norman Bates stabbing me to death. And that's one of the lasting memories I have. It's like 4 a.m. All I want is sleep. And I've got a rather burly lady on top of me just like, gah, gah. If someone had come into that room, she probably would have thought that this lady was trying to kill me.
Did she turn the lights on first?
Yeah, unfortunately. I wish I didn't have to see it. Jacob, would you like to take on a caller in a little game of Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy?
Yes, I would.
I figured you would because Promo John, he said, I can't let Jacob call me Promo John anymore. He's cucking me right here on the radio.
Man.
And so he's out of here. He's on his way home right now crying because you wouldn't stop calling him Promo John. Can you believe that?
Oh, come on, Drew Garoppolo. Last time he did this, he was messing with me. I do know that. Come on, man.
Not this time, my friend. He was very, very upset that you won't stop calling him Promo John. 800-771-1025.
And I never will stop calling him Promo John.
Well, you may never hear him in the studio again, ever. Hello, caller. Who are you?
Is it me?
It is. What's your name? Ma'am?
Oh, sorry. It's Katie.
Hi, Katie. What can we do for you?
I wanted to play Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy.
Katie, what the hell's going on with you?
Yeah.
Are you distracted? Are you busy? You doing something? You want us to let you go? What's going on?
No, I'm nervous to talk on the radio.
Why? It's just you're on the phone. We're on the phone. There's nothing to be nervous about.
Are you a first-time caller?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. What does it mean? What does kind of mean? You either are or you aren't.
I think she called and hung up before.
Oh, probably. I can see why. She's about to do it again.
I played Dead Guy in the Envelope one time.
Oh, were you correct? Did you get the answer right?
I did.
Who was it? Who was the dead guy in the envelope?
I can't remember. It was when Mo was doing it, though, I think, when JP was out.
Oh, all right. It was just probably a couple weeks ago then, right?
It was like a month ago. It was right before the Lil Wayne concert.
A month is a couple weeks. All right. And what would you say is your preferred genre of music, Katie?
2000s emo.
2000s. You sound. Hey, I don't mean this in an insulting way. You sound like a 2000s emo type of young lady.
You do realize, Drubert, that whenever someone prefaces a comment with "I don't mean this" in a demeaning type way, let the demeaning begin.
I mean, Mo's not wrong.
I'll take it as a compliment.
It's like when I say no offense to someone, I definitely mean offense. But in your case,
I'll take
Katie,
it as a compliment.
yeah, you should. Yeah, you definitely should. You strike me as you got tattoos, you got piercings. What's going on with you?
Yeah, I do.
Can I offer this up, Drew?
Yes,
'Cause
Maurice.
I lived through the era. 2000s emo chicks
Yeah.
were some of the easiest out there.
Is that true? Are you easy with the vajayjay? Are you open up them sugar walls to just any old Hot Topic employee, Katie?
No, I'm married.
Oh, all right. She ain't giving it up. Does your husband have gauges in his ears? Does he have like those
Of course he
giant,
does.
stupid plates in his earlobes?
Yes.
I knew
There
it.
you go.
Just totally knew it.
Man, she was kicking it out wide. She
Yeah.
ain't lying to me.
Where's the weirdest place where you're pierced? Remember, Jacob's on the line with us. He's very innocent.
No, I don't really have any weird piercings. I have like septum, vertical labrae, nose. I used to have my belly button pierced, but I took it out.
Oh, what'd you take that out for? Too crusty?
It got really infected, and because of like my work pants and stuff, it wouldn't heal properly.
Ugh, nothing like an infected
I'm tired
navel
of it.
story. Oh my God, I'm so sorry I asked.
The list of guys that tap that.
Now Maurice, she's married. Come on. All right.
She's married.
All right. Emos, 2000s emo. Jacob, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Drew Garabo.
Katie, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Artist and title. I've got Pierce the Veil tickets. I don't know if they qualify as emo. That sounds like a band that you might be into. Am I right, Katie?
Yeah, I already have tickets.
Jeez, F me for trying to freaking hook you up. Jeez, I'm so sorry. I tried to vibe with you here.
Such an odd call.
Extra.
I mean, jeez Louise. All right. Maybe your friends you want to go. I don't
What
know.
else you got, Drew?
Yeah, maybe you could take your husband's tattoo artist or piercer. I don't know. All right. So, artist and title in 3, 2, 1.
Katie.
Ooh, that was close. I think it was Jacob, but it was very, very close.
See, I was going to say Jenny.
Oh, man. Well, her name's Katie.
Okay.
So you clearly heard the J part first, Maurice. Jacob.
Move along the All-American Rejects.
All right, we're going to give you another one, young lady, because I feel like that was close enough to where I want to give you another one. All right, so
Thank you.
you're welcome. 2000's emo in 3, 2, 1. Jacob.
741 right now.
And the name of the band was what?
741. It's SR71.
It is SR71 right now. Katie, very sorry. I won't be able to give you these tickets that you already have.
Yeah, right.
But I hope.
As a matter of fact,
No
we
worries.
need those tickets that you got so we can give them to Jacob.
Right, exactly. So I'm just going to need the tickets that you already have to go to that show. We're going to give them the next caller so they can have a nice 4-pack, a family 4-pack, if you will. Go see Pierce DeVille.
Funny, man.
All right. Katie, thank you. I hope you'll call again. You were lovely.
Thank you.
And thank you very much. Have a great day. Hello there. Welcome to Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. Who are you?
Hi, guys. It's Mark from St. Petersburg.
What up, Mark?
Hey, doing all right. Life is good.
Good. It is good. It beats the alternative. What is your preferred genre of music to battle Jacob in Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy?
How about 90s metal or 90s grunge?
90s metal or 90s grunge. All right. Very good. Which is ironic because grunge kind of killed metal
Yes.
in a way. Or did metal become grunge? I don't know. Anyway,
Well, Pantera and Slayer were always available.
they were, and they were not grunge. They were more metal than grunge, more human than human, if you will.
Yeah.
All right. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes, we are ready.
Here we go. Artist and title, 90s metal classics in 3, 2, 1. Mark.
I'm trying to think of the song. Oh, my
All
God.
right, you got
Almost
this.
there.
You got this,
Guns N'
Mark.
Roses.
Uh-huh.
Guns N' Roses, You Could Be Mine.
That is
There you
correct. Use Your Illusion 2. I
Two,
believe
the blue
from
one.
Schwarzenegger movie, maybe? Was this?
T2.
That was it? Was it?
T2. That
Yeah,
was a
T2.
great movie.
Was it T2 or The Last Action Hero?
No, T2.
No, it was T2.
God, T2 was so good.
That was a good one.
Terminator 1 was really, really good, but Terminator 2 with that, I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Yeah. Terminator T1, the Terminator was a scarier film.
Yes.
It was definitely
Yeah.
more horror.
And T2, the dude who played the Terminator is the brother of the guy in Filter who was also in Nine Inch Nails.
That's right. I forgot.
Richard
yeah.
Patrick and
Yeah.
Robert Patrick.
You're right.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
He later went on to play Doggett on the X-Files on the seasons when Mulder wasn't there, which they should have just folded up the show when Mulder and Scully left.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
remember they had Annabeth Gish play the Scully character, or like Scully's. And I read recently, I think it's Ryan Cougar, whatever his name is, the one who did the Black Panther. I think he's doing another X-Files We've
Stop it.
rebooted the X-Files enough. I love the X-Files. Great friggin' show. One of the best ever. But I think we've rebooted X-Files enough. We've got enough X-Files product out there.
Not only that, Drew, I'd say real life is more X-Files than X-Files is right
That's
now.
a good point. Some of those plot lines are ripped from today's headlines for sure. I didn't like the ones that where they would do like a Sasquatch or like a New Jersey or Jersey Devil or something like that. I only liked the
Aliens, yeah.
stuff, and then the stuff with Scully carrying an alien baby and the smoking man was trying to get her. What a show! What a show! All right.
They run out of ideas eventually, and they have to write goofy stuff to fill the time slot.
Yeah, I would have thought that an X-Files movie about all of the mysterious drones in the sky in the northeastern United States would have been good last year.
Yes.
They probably waited a little bit too long for that one. Mark, hold on 1 second. We're going to get you hooked up with a prize of your choice, my man.
Thank you so much, Drew. Real quick before I go, I want to say that I followed your story while I was on a kidney transplant list. And right around the same time you were getting better, I was getting a kidney.
Oh,
So thanks
man.
for keeping me inspired, man.
Dude, thank you, brother. And congratulations on living life. I bet just like me, you wake up every day and go, God, isn't it just great to frickin' be alive?
I can't even believe it when I see the ceiling. I go, what?
That is a mind trip, isn't it? Like when people take life for granted so much, and so did I before this happened.
Mm-hmm.
But once you've gone through something that reminds you of your own mortality, you just look up at the ceiling when you wake up and you go, wow, here I am in my own bed, ready to live this life. Good for you, bro. Keep alive, all right?
All right, thanks, buddy.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Jacob, thank you.
Thank you, Drew Garabo, and happy 12-year anniversary, Drew Garabo, being with the Bones.
Yes.
Can you believe it? 12 years you've made it.
I can't. I can't. I cannot believe that I'm fortunate enough to be with this amazing radio station for the last 12 years. We've seen great people come and great people go, great people stay, and it's the best radio station on the planet. I love it here, and thank you, Jacob. What do we got going on for dinner tonight?
I don't know what we got going for dinner tonight. Maybe leftovers, hamburger helper, and some corn tonight. I don't know yet.
All right. My mom would make leftovers on like Thursday night. It would be whatever we had for dinner Monday through Wednesday, and she would call it sravatfel, which was leftovers backwards, so that she wouldn't have to say that she was giving us leftovers. We'd be like, what are we having for dinner tonight? And she would say sravatfel. And that would make her feel a little bit better about serving us leftover crap. Not crap, because she's a great cook, as far as you know.
And Drew Gravel, guess what? With me being you on with me being on this radio station, Drew Gravel, I encourage you to stay here for 12 years. You know,
man, thanks, Jacob.
That's what I did. You know,
thanks, buddy. I got no plans on going anywhere. I would like to stay here for the next 12 years at least. It's been a hell of a ride. I love this radio station. Is this your favorite radio station of all time, Jacob? It's certainly the one that's given you the most airtime.
Yes, it is. And you are my favorite radio show. Now, guess what?
What?
That Robert that works at Sunrise says you are not my buddy anymore. So I have no idea why he's saying that. Maybe he's just messing with me or something. I don't know.
Wait, what? Hold on. Robert, who works at Sun, not Robert Martin, who needs to do the dishes, but a different Robert, says that you and I aren't buddies anymore?
Yeah, that's what he said. I don't know why. Maybe he's just messing with me.
Oh, he better be just messing with you, because you're still my buddy as far as I know, Jacob. Do you consider me still a buddy?
Yep, I'm still your friend. Yeah,
okay.
So I have no idea. Maybe he's just messing with me or something. I don't know.
He probably is, but we're not going to let him do that, because we're still buddies. No one's going to get between us, Jacob.
Nope. No one's going to get between your radio show and a cat named I've known you since September 6th. Can you believe it?
Absolutely, sir.
September 6th. That's a heck of a long time. Hey, Jacob, I know you're crazy about Jesse's out there in Brandon. Have you been to Five Guys? Have you ever had a Five Guys burger?
Yes, I have, Drew Garabo.
Pretty darn incredible, right? Like, I have to say, I had one with my son on Sunday coming back from Orlando. We were playing golf. And maybe it was the situation in which I ate it that made it me so sentimental for it. But I will tell you, that's one of the best darn burgers I've ever had in my life, Jacob.
Yes, I know. And guess what? You'll be happy to know this, Drew Gravel. On April 14th, I was down to 170.
Look at you.
Wow.
Look at you. You sound great. You look great. You're making it happen for yourself. Jacob, we love you, buddy. We'll talk to you next week. Hopefully, Promo John will be ready to face you again, but you just got to stop calling him Promo John.
Oh, come on, man. That will never happen. Please.
Okay, then get used to his absence. Jacob, we love you, buddy. Take it easy. We'll talk to you next week.
Messing with me about that one, aren't you?
I am. I definitely am, and I appreciate it. All right. This is a very convoluted story we're about to get into. It is not being reported anywhere locally, which I find very curious. It seems to me there are times when the Daily Mail kind of scoops the local news and carries a story that I don't see anywhere else.
All the way from the UK, from the United Kingdom.
Yeah, and how did they find out about it? But I don't know. There is something about this story that we don't know, but what could possibly justify a grown-ass white man calling a 9-year-old girl a dumbass and saying, you're wrong, lucky I didn't shoot your dumbass. I don't know that he broke any laws, so I understand HCSO not arresting him, but this guy has deleted all of his social media. I guess his job is being targeted, all because of a comment he made when a beautiful little girl named Sincere approached his front door in Riverview, Florida, selling candy. We'll get into it next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
There was right lane blockage due to a crash at West Bay Drive, southbound Missouri Avenue in Pinellas, but it looks like northbound traffic is affected more presently. Northbound US 19 experiencing a backup toward Flora Avenue. Stop and go to Brittany Park Boulevard. In Hillsborough, we're looking at an incident northbound 275 past Himes Avenue, backing up traffic to Kennedy. Kennedy itself is congested eastbound at McDill. Fairly typical rush hour slowdowns elsewhere. Just keep an eye out northbound 75 around Big Bend. A wreck there causing a little stop-and-go traffic in the Covington Park region. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
There's a lot on the line in a divorce. Your home, savings, maybe even your kids. So, when you find yourself facing divorce and the unexpected directions it can take, you need a partner you can count on. I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. Don't let divorce take more than it has to.
Office in downtown Tampa. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Rick Julius, licensed in Pennsylvania only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
If you're doing your spring cleaning and you see that your windows and patio doors lack pizzazz, do something about it. Renewal by Anderson of Tampa and Sarasota have a 1-month only sale where you can save $300 off all windows and $825 off patio doors, plus no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Renewal by Anderson, superior products, exceptional service, RBAFLA.com, license number CGC 1527613.
Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And right now, we say yes to 0% APR for 60 months on the purchase of a new 2024 Chevy Tahoe or Suburban. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our #1 priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
The semi-annual event everyone waits for is here this weekend at International Diamond Center. Incredible savings across the board. Up to 20% off. Rings, bands, bracelets, earrings, pendants, plus thousands of designer engagement rings. Even all GIA certified diamonds are on sale. Acclaimed jewelry designers are here with all new collections. Save up to 20% and spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest. 3 days only this Friday through Sunday, and only at International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Cat named Mo saying it's time to spring into strength at Crunch Fitness. See what I did there? And now is the perfect time with $0 enrollment and membership starting at $9.99. Go to crunch.com where you can find out about the HIT classes, high-intensity interval training for heart-pumping team-based workouts. They also have certified personal trainers. Mine is Jacob out at Carewood. Create the perfect program to help you reach your goal. With nearly 500 locations nationwide, you will have no trouble finding a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com for the location nearest you and get crunched on Friends 430.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing. Made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories. All without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew. 30 seconds. That's it. Done. Peace.
Hush, little baby, yes, you can. Mama's gonna buy you a prepaid plan. And with that Florida prepaid plan, Mama's gonna send you to college land. And when you're free to pursue your dreams, Mama's gonna watch your future beam.
With a Florida 529 prepaid plan, you can save for your little one's future. Plans start at $29 a month. Open enrollment ends April 30th.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
John Senning here for Wild Fork Foods. You know, I don't talk about it enough. Wild Fork is great for families. I've got my brother turned on to it. Large cuts of meat, ground beef, enough to feed the family at prices you're not going to find in any grocery stores. No matter what you're looking for, from desserts to seasoning, sides, and the greatest cuts of meat on earth, Wild Fork has it at some of the best prices you're going to find. They've got locations in South Tampa, Citrus Park, and St. Petersburg, right on 4th Street North. You've got to check them out today. Get it delivered, pick it up in store, or go on a shopping spree. WildForkFoods.com.
Fuel costs add up. That's why fleet managers like Ed Keeley of Communications Unlimited are switching to Coast, the smart Visa fuel card designed to help business owners save on fuel and cut wasteful spending.
When we first started using Coast, we saved in the neighborhood of $22,000 from our previous month's invoice from our other provider.
Get fuel rebates of 4 to 10 cents on every gallon at Coast's 30,000 partner stations across the country, like Exxon and 7-Eleven. Plus, get greater control over your spending and block unauthorized purchases before they happen.
The biggest change is the controls that the Coast product allows us to have that the other vendor didn't. There was a lot of potential for abuse out there that became virtually impossible with Coast.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. See terms at coastpay.com.
Okay, everyone, what did you think of the chocolate bar?
It's too chewy.
Feels kind of chalky.
Too much nougat.
I need to go brush my teeth.
Business is booming for Steph's small marketing research firm.
After all these focus groups, there's only one conclusion. I need more researchers.
And she's way too busy researching.
Does this have peanuts?
To waste time researching resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today. O'Reilly
Auto Parts. The Walk to Defeat ALS is more than a fundraiser. It's a movement that unites us all in support of those affected by ALS. Our goal? Make ALS livable for everyone, everywhere, until we can cure it. And it'll take all of us to get there. Saturday, April 26th in Safety Harbor. Details at als.org.
If you're hurt, accept no substitute. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. On it goes. More sunshine, I think, right into the weekend. Mainly dry, hot during the day. High temperatures up near 90. Nighttime lows near 70. Next chance of rain should be early next week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
In most stories, there is more than meets the eye. So, not quite ready to grab the pitchfork, flaming torch, and descend upon the castle of one Tyler Chambers of Riverview, Florida. But there's concern. Daily Mail, of all things, not WFLA, not WTSP, not Channel 13, not Bay News 9, not Tampa Bay Times, nor Creative Loafing. None of these local media outlets that I've seen have featured the story of a white Florida man, just reading from the Daily Mail article, who threatened to shoot a 9-year-old black girl after she appeared on his doorstep selling candy. According to the Daily Mail, Tyler Chambers made a disturbing post to a community Facebook group on April 14th after a young girl named Sincere, because in a 69, my Tumpty nose will tickle your rear, approached his front door in Riverview.
We're talking about a 9-year-old, Drew.
Well, I mean, look, I'm being sincere. He posted an image of Sincere to the neighborhood Facebook page and said, you're lucky, which, by the way, if you're writing it out and you want to write you are, you just drop the A in you are and put a friendly little apostrophe or comma in the sky, and then that's how you say you are. If you say you're possessive, like you should have listened to your teachers, that is Y-O-U-R. But if you're using your Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, as in you're a dumbass if you cannot contract the phrase you are correctly, that's Y-O-U apostrophe R-E.
And you just hit upon it. If after the misspelled your, there is the word dumb, stupid, ignorant, moron, that's going to be an ugly turn of events.
I love it. There are a few things that bring me more unintentional joy on social media when someone says you're an idiot. Y-O-U-R. You're an idiot. So this young lady knocked at a door of Tyler Chambers, assumingly to sell him candy. And he wrote on the Facebook page, "You're lucky we weren't home to shoot your ass, dumb bitch." Now, he used the right your when he said your ass.
Right.
But the wrong your when he said you are. So you're lucky we weren't home to shoot your ass, dumb bitch, to a 9-year-old girl. He since deleted the threatening post, but it has been shared and posted all over social media as it quickly sparked fierce backlash from people who were left disgusted by his comments about the child. Before deactivating his account, coward.
Oh, it's the old deactivation move.
Oh, yeah.
No, the old never happened.
The old, hey, nothing to see here.
I don't even have a social media account.
What is social media? I don't know.
Is he from the Middle East? I thought he was a redneck.
Before deactivating his account, Chambers alleged the girl was acting as a decoy for an alleged break-in at his home, but did not provide evidence to support his accusation. He later went on to seemingly explain his actions and choice of words, writing, quote, now this is the most surprising part of it. He wrote, "I saw that on my camera. I thought for sure this is an I seen individual." The fact that he said I saw instead of I seen, very impressive. Because if you get the wrong your, and not to stereotype Riverview, but if you get the wrong your in Riverview, South Fork community, and then you say I saw instead of I seen, well done. You might be among the upper 5% intelligentsia in South Fork, Florida.
Oh, there's some very fine people on both sides of the streets in Riverview, Drew.
I saw that on my camera and have a wife and 7-month-old at home, which I will protect as you would. That should be whom I will protect as you would, but whatevs.
I'll give him that one.
I was hot when I posted it, which is why I deleted it right away. I could have handled it a lot differently. Chambers said, adding that he wanted to find the girl's parents to have a conversation with them. But he continued, but yes, I could have handled it a lot. And by the way, it's surprising that he said could have instead of could have. I could have handled it a lot different.
Let me ask you this. Is it A space L-O-T or A-L-O-T?
Surprisingly enough, he got it right.
Whoa.
A space L-O-T.
Okay.
A lot of people think a lot is one word.
Nope.
It ain't. But yes, I could have handled it a lot different and wanted to apologize, but I was trying to protect the family, and it was the wrong way. You were trying to protect your family by calling a 9-year-old girl a dumb bitch on Facebook. Sure, guy.
I don't know. He's kind of changed my mind, Drew. I think I might be team. Team dumb bitch.
The thing is, the mom of the 9-year-old girl, whose name is one of the best names I've ever read in my entire life, Beyond Shabazz, the sequel to Malcolm X, of course, Beyond Shabazz, the mother of the 9-year-old at the center of the incident, she took to social media to share her side. She says they live in the same community. And on that day, Sincere and her 11-year-old niece went to sell candy around the neighborhood after coming home from school around 4 p.m. I wasn't aware that they were out selling candy. I was home with my 1-year-old and my mother, who has just undergone brain surgery. Usually when the kids come home, they go outside to play, and I'm only okay with it as long as she takes her older cousins with her. She said she immediately called the authorities and filed a police report. She noted she is not at all interested in having a conversation with Chambers because he and his wife thought it would be a good idea to lie publicly. Her words. Tyler Chambers and his wife, Cassidy Chambers, stated on social media they were going to hurt my little girl because she knocked on the door, the furious mother said. She later posted there's nothing wrong with kids going around the neighborhood to sell candy. The fact that she launched a GoFundMe page makes me believe there may be no victim in this case.
A GoFundMe for lawyer representation?
That's a great question, and I'm not sure why. Oh, yeah, to raise money for their family's legal fund. No one's been accused of a crime.
Right.
No one's been arrested, so then are you raising money so you may sue Mr. Chambers?
Yeah, I mean, because I think most attorneys would probably take that, and if they don't win, they won't charge you anything.
Right.
So you wouldn't need money.
Right. They call that pro bono.
Yeah.
So I'm confused as to the mother's intentions here, but I also don't know that there's anything that would excuse a grown-ass white man calling a 9-year-old black girl a bitch.
Well, let me ask you this. Does Sincere have a license to sell candy?
Get out of here.
I'm just saying, where the chocolate coming from, Drew?
800-771-1025.
What's the markup on it?
It's probably that world's best chocolate, which is far from the world's best chocolate. Somebody needs to sue them for friggin' lying, because that world's best chocolate, that ain't even your neighborhood's best chocolate. Hello, who are you?
Drew and Mo, it's Jim.
Hey, what's up, Jim? How we doing today, bud?
We're doing pretty good, man. I'm stuck in traffic, so just kind of chilling out, man.
All right.
Can't get too bent out of shape, buddy. Not going anywhere.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Yeah. Hey, if this story is true, this is what pisses me off so much about this guy.
Tell me.
Is that, there's so much divisiveness and so much hatred amongst every kind of group you can imagine in just not just U.S., but in the world today. And there's not much that we regular people can do beyond voting, and most times that doesn't even do you that much good. The best we can do as people is to go through your lives day in and day out and just be kind to one another. Just be nice, be courteous, be gentle, smile. That's the best you can do.
Yeah, shove it up your ass. Asshole.
What did he do?
I'm just trying to make Gio laugh in case he's interesting. He likes a well-placed asshole word. 800-771-1025. No, I just like to facetiously, hang up on people who encourage kindness.
I was like, did I miss something?
The guy's right, though. We need to take a little bit more time and be kind to each other. And look, there is clearly more to the story than meets the eye. I can't give my sources away, but my sources told me that there's a reason HCSO did not arrest this man, which doesn't surprise me because I don't even think he should have been arrested. I don't know that putting the phrase on Facebook, "You're lucky we weren't home to shoot your ass, dumb bitch," to a 9-year-old girl, I don't know that you broke any laws.
Yeah, I would be hard-pressed to say that you have.
Right. Now, the mom said in a petition on change.org, we call for Tyler Chambers to be arrested and held accountable for his threats against a minor. I don't know about that. Many social media users have called for Chambers to be fired from his job as a general manager at Mr. Car Wash in Tampa. The company has received a slew of negative comments online since the incident unfolded, because that's what people do now.
And you're right. I'd be surprised if 2 days from now he's still working at Mr. Car Wash.
Yeah, and look, I don't know if he deserves to lose his job because of this, but I'm not making an argument for him to keep his job. I mean, if I employ this dude and his name is attached to a post where he's calling a little girl a bitch and saying, you're lucky I didn't shoot your ass, I don't want you working for me.
Well, that's the thing, because, okay, you might have thought she was acting as whatever. There's no win for you to post her picture with you calling a 9-year-old a dumb bitch.
Right. Like, what's the upside there, guy?
And in that respect, yeah, you'd probably deserve to lose your job because that was just stupid.
Absolutely. Hello, who are you?
Anthony.
What's up, Tony?
Ain't nothing, man. Just living the dream one day at a time.
Hell yeah, my man. What's going on?
Hey, man, we don't know. First of all, it's called terroristic threats.
Oh.
I think that's what, terroristic threats. You can't be threatening people like that.
Well, but isn't
I'm not a
it? I
lawyer.
mean, and I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm being sincere. Not like sincere, the 9-year-old girl, but I'm being for reals. He said, you're lucky we weren't home or I would have shot your dumb ass. That doesn't mean I'm going to come shoot your dumb ass.
Yeah, it's not technically, it's not a threat.
But watch this here. So what you're saying is if you were home, she would have been shot.
But he wasn't. Yeah, but he wasn't home.
Yeah, it's a statement. It's not a threat. It's a statement.
Okay, that's a threat.
It's not. It's not. It's not. You can't threaten someone retroactively. Like, you can't say, oh, if I had run into you last week, I would have kicked your ass.
Yeah.
That's not a threat. That's like an empty promise. Like,
it's a regret.
Unless you've got a time machine or a DeLorean that can go 88 miles per hour,
Now
in
what's
which
a
case,
threat?
like, now, you're lucky I wasn't home. I was shot your dumb ass, and I'm going to hop in my DeLorean and go 88 miles per hour last week, and now I'm going to shoot your ass. That, sir, is a terroristic threat.
One more point. And you don't know the people's financial status.
True.
They might be not have any money, don't have no money to hire a lawyer. Lawyers are expensive.
What do they need a lawyer for?
For the terroristic threats.
There is no terroristic threat.
That's what you say. I bet the Dom says different.
We'll ask him. A threat is something that is impending.
I am going to.
Yeah. If I see you out in them streets.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a conversation with you and Mr. Smith & Wesson. That is a threat. But you're lucky we weren't home or I would have shot your ass, you dumb bitch. That's cruel. It's disgusting. It's vile. It ain't a threat. Hello there. Who are you?
Cody.
What up, dude?
What up? Hey, so the sincere girl, I've been following this because it's right down the road from my house. So,
have you seen any coverage on it anywhere else? I know that y'all have been seeing it on your Facebook pages and whatnot. But have you seen any coverages of this on the news? Because all I've seen is the article in Daily Mail, nothing on the local news.
Yeah, there's been absolutely nothing on it, and not really sticking up for the dude, but the girl that was there was a little bit more to the picture because they actually have a video. I don't really see the video shared anywhere. But the little girl, and by no means am I saying that the dude was right by this, but she is cussing it up a storm on the video camera. She was not selling chocolate bars. She was cussing it up on the video camera.
Well, you can sell chocolate bars and curse on a video camera. The two aren't mutually exclusive. Like, she can be like, man, I hope this crack ass mother effer is home so I can sell him some mother effing Nestle's Crunch bars. That's not, she's still going to, I'm just putting words into her mouth, but you can cuss somebody before they answer the door. Now, if they got a Ring camera, they're probably not going to buy anything from you. If I'm chilling in my living room and I hear, man, this crack ass mom ain't home. And I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not buying any candy from you, you foul mouthed little 9-year-old.
Yeah. So it definitely wasn't right on dude's end. He's definitely gonna feel it for a long time on this one. So
yeah. Thanks, man. He's deactivated all of his social media. It doesn't really matter what she did. I see the video at the door. She's got a sack full of something. Looks like it might be candy. I don't know. She's knocking on the door, looking around. Nothing excuses this dude going on social media and saying, you're lucky we weren't home to shoot your ass, dumb bitch.
It's unnecessary incitement.
Correct.
And there are going to be consequences for it.
800-771-1025. It just, the GoFundMe part really feels like a money grab to me. And I don't want to say that they were looking for something to happen, but to go right away to, well, look, this happened to my daughter, and here's a GoFundMe that's somehow going to make it all better. How's that going to help?
Yeah, you really haven't incurred any injury whatsoever.
No. Drew Garabo Live, hello.
Hey, what's going on?
What up, dude?
Yeah, I agree with Mo. Unnecessary incitement, 100%. I'm sure the guy regrets it. You got to think before you post. I'm sure he'll pull a Roseanne bar and be like, "I took too many Xanaxes. I'm sorry."
I thought the bitch was white.
But at the same time, I don't think it's appropriate to just randomly knock on people's doors in 2025. There's too much going on. There could be someone waiting around the corner to rush you. I don't think that's necessary.
No
and
question.
As far as the GoFundMe, we're setting bad examples. Like, for instance, this Carmelo Anthony thing. It's like stab somebody and, get a GoFundMe and get a bunch of money.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. These are clearly just lift the clan hood for a moment. I'm just having some fun with you, but you're obviously racist. The thing is this. You weren't there in the Carmelo Anthony case. I wasn't there either. You don't know what was said to that young man before the stabbing, nor do I. So to paint with such a broad racist brush, no offense, to paint with such a brush that you think all black people are guilty and all white people are innocent, which clearly you do, I don't know that that's the way to go. Completely separate incidents. I don't know what happened in that Carmelo Anthony case. I don't blame anybody for wanting to make sure the kid can get proper legal representation. Now, the family appears to be very affluent, so they look like they can afford legal representation. I look forward to seeing this one come out, but how the mighty former NBA stars have fallen. 800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo here. Who are you?
John.
Hi, John. What's up?
Hey, just going back to this threat. So a threat with a contingency is not actually, in the eyes of the law, not a legitimate threat.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see it as a threat. I don't think the guy should be arrested. I don't have a problem with the public outcry, just like with the that Captain Brick Hornet.
Right.
He got his day in court, in the court of public opinion. The video was shared a gazillion times of him, calling the bro kid all these names. I don't know that he got arrested. I don't know that he necessarily could or should have, but he did get arrested. However, in this case, not a threat. You said you're lucky we weren't home to shoot your ass, dumb bitch. Awful thing to say to and about a 9-year-old kid, but in my opinion, not legally actionable.
Yeah, and I think the part with the boat incident, it was more the fact that he went onto this individual's boat.
Correct.
That's where he crossed the line on that action.
Yeah, same page. Had he not gotten on the boat, I don't know that he would have been arrested, but he did.
He definitely committed a crime,
Yeah. 800-771-1025. And just because somebody mentioned it.
I thought the bitch was white! God damn it!
Love you, Roseanne. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hello.
Hi. What's your name?
Hi, Drew. Hi, Mo.
Hey.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Tamara.
Hi, Tamara.
Hi. So my question is this.
Mm-hmm.
When the 9-year-old young lady was out soliciting the candy, was it mentioned anywhere if it was part of a school or a sports club?
No.
Or was it a 9-year-old money grab that she was just trying to make some money to go buy some pot or something? I mean, that's...
I like where you're going, Tamara. I like where you're going.
Wait, hold on one second. Sometimes you dum-dums can't tell that Mo's being facetious. So you're jumping right to, if she's not raising money for band camp, then she's trying to get weed money at 9 years old.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
That's asinine. And no offense.
I don't think it's asinine, and I don't. I mean, I'm just saying it's a 9-year-old kid. I don't.
Did you try to buy pot at 9 years old?
Well, no, but I did at 11.
She's white.
Oh, that's right. So white people don't buy pot at 9 years old. That's what you're saying, young lady?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I do feel that there are 9-year-olds out there that are buying pot.
How old are you?
How old am I?
That's what I said.
I'm old enough to purchase.
Can I interject? Couldn't she, if she wanted pot, taken the money, the funds that she used to buy the candy bars and just buy the pot?
Well, you need to resell
That's
those
common
candy bars at an inflated profit in order to come on. You don't really think a 9-year-old was trying to buy weed, do you? You're not that dense.
Yeah, I do think that, Drew. I honestly do. And I think you're smart enough and have some street wits and also raised a great kids that you know well enough that there are 9-year-olds that are doing stuff like that.
Yeah, Drew.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I accidentally raised a great young man who probably didn't start smoking weed until he was 10 years old. And I think your average 9-year-old who sells candy bars isn't trying to get money to purchase cannabis, young lady. I don't even think you believe that.
Well,
And if you do really believe that, then I pray for your dodo soul. I weep for your lack of intellect. If you truly believe a 9-year-old kid,
I don't think it's a lack of intellect.
you don't think that because you're not self-aware. You're a dum-dum. Again, no offense, but you lack self-awareness as well as intellect. If you think the average 9-year-old out there is slinging world's best chocolate so that she can buy a quarter sack,
I like to posit. I don't think that she is an average 9-year-old. I think she's a hustler, and I think maybe she's going to go far in life. I think she's a hustler.
A hustler because she's say it because she's buy it because she's blah. She's a hustler because she's blah.
I don't care what.
Blah.
I don't think the color of it.
I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say blessed with the name Sincere, you racist.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
spa. S-P-A. Spa. Head to the 1025 The Bone app right now and enter SPA before 30 minutes past the top of the hour. And that $1,000 bone bonus could be yours. I will use it in a sentence. It would be nice to sit in a spa. More of your calls on this insane issue. And tons more stuff to get to on today's show.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Barbecue Love Fest is back.
Ooh, I smell barbecue.
It's the celebration of all things barbecue, good times, and cooking for a cure. Barbecue Love Fest, May 3rd from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa. Get samples of the best barbecue from over 20 cooking teams, over 7 renowned pitmasters from across the country, and live music. Eat barbecue, vote on the best cook team, and watch live music outside at the nicest time of the year. What's better than that? Join the Bone Saturday, May 3rd. And it's the day of the Derby. There'll be coverage of the Kentucky Derby all day. Hey, you can even wear a big dumb hat. Proceeds benefit Friedrich's Ataxia Research Alliance. Get your tickets early right now at theboneonline.com. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
A crash in Pinellas with right lane blockage, US 19 north approaching Haynes Bayshore Road. Stop and go around 10 minutes or so, almost to Olmerton. North of that, US 19 approaching Coachman backed up due to a wreck to Drew Street. Congestion on 275 north around 375 and southbound around Pinellas Point. Those look to be rush hour related. Northbound 275 in the Selman northbound in Hillsborough backed up as expected. Southbound 275 has an incident headed toward Del Mabry. Stop and go to the interchange. Waters Avenue, that crash westbound stop and go traffic between Anderson Road and Woodland Corporate Boulevard, and a crash Bloomingdale Avenue, eastbound and westbound traffic affected between John Moore Road and Providence Road. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
After you've been injured at no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stuck footing the medical bills or dealing with lost wages. Farah and Farah's accident attorneys are here to make it easy. Contact Farah and Farah, 1-800-500-5555, farahandfarah.com. Make it a Farah fight, Tampa.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
SunToyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information. Hi,
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Are you ready for IDC's legendary 3-day semi-annual store-wide sale? Get up to an extra 20% off across the board. World-renowned designers are here with their entire collections. All GIA-certified diamonds and engagement rings are specially priced. Also, IDC's showcasing over 500 pre-owned Rolex watches, including the ones you can't find even at authorized dealers. Don't miss 3 days of phenomenal savings. Get up to 20% off. Ask about zero-interest financing for 3 whole years. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at International Diamond Center. More details at shopidc.com.
It's the start of a new season of Raise deals, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $419 per month, or a new Honda Accord, just $319 per month. Even Raymond is buying. It's the start of a new season of Raise deals. Don't miss out. Claim your Raise deal today at Crown Honda, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
A lot of people whose homes were severely damaged by Helene and Milton are still trying to figure out whether they should repair their home, tear it down and rebuild, or lift their home. There are a lot of important decisions to make, but let me take one decision off your plate. If you need replacement windows and doors, just call WeatherTight Windows. They are the local experts when it comes to windows and doors, so skip the big box stores and call WeatherTight Mike.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Mike Calter for my friends here at Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. Now, you guys have heard about BOGO deals in the past. Right now, Super Heat and Air and Plumbing is offering $3,000 in instant savings on select AC systems. That's so much better. No waiting, no mail-in rebates. Instant savings applied right away. Why is this happening? Because industry-wide price hikes are coming for ACs, water heaters, electrical panels, some as high as 20%. But because of Super Heat and Air's long-standing vendor relationships, they've locked in today's prices for our customers only up until May 10th. After May 10th, prices will go up across the board. It's not a scare tactic. It's just the reality of what rising material and manufacturing costs are. Once that date hits, they can no longer hold the pricing. So if you're thinking about upgrading your system, or you know your system is on its way out, this is the smartest window to lock in savings before the cost jump. It's going to be a hot summer, and if your air is not working properly, now is the time to call Super Heat and Air and Plumbing and let them come on out and give you $3,000 in instant savings on select AC systems. Go to superheatandair.com. Tell them you heard about the deal on the Mike Calta Show, but do it before May 10th. Superheatandair.com.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
Ah, La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. There's no doubt if you listen to the news that the economic landscape is in a constant state of change. And with the uncertainty surrounding the automotive industry, many people are heading to the used car lots. Listen, there are plenty of good reasons to buy a pre-owned vehicle, and chief among them is avoiding the dreaded D word, depreciation. Here at Stingray, we constantly stock 200 high-quality pre-owned vehicles with a great selection of certified pre-owned Chevys, like a 2022 certified pre-owned Chevy Trax for just $17,600. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray Chevy on I-4 has no dealer fee on any pre-owned vehicle, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Guess what? Power bills just went up again. And guess what? They're not coming back down. At Solar Bear, we've got a better way. Go solar now and get your first 12 months completely free. That's right, no power payments for an entire year. We're locally owned and operated, 10 years in business, and trusted by thousands with 5-star reviews to back it all across Florida. Don't keep renting your power. Call Solar Bear today and own your energy without the rate hikes. Visit solarbear.com.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet.
At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 813-492-8255. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 813-492-8255. That's 813-492-8255.
Welcome to Staples.
Hi, I hear Staples prints it all.
Oh, you bet. Posters, banners.
Can you print it all for Mother's Day?
Oh, of course. Photo gifts like canvas prints, photo puzzles.
Can you print it all for graduation?
Sure can. Custom cards and invites.
Can you print a huge banner with the grad's picture?
Oh, definitely.
Even an embarrassing baby picture?
Oh, those are the best kind.
I know, right?
Print it all for moms and grads at Staples. And right now, get 40% off custom cards, invites, and photo gifts. N75 exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to Hims.com/joy. HIMS.com/JOY.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial pound wall. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
This hour of Drew Garabo Live brought to you by Bolt Electric. For lightning fast service, log on to BoltElectricFL.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Law Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
The song that got me through many a multiple choice test in high school, for it gave me the ability to go A, B, A, C, A, B. Abacab. Probably the best Genesis song that exists.
Certainly up there.
I mean, it's no land of confusion.
Damn right it ain't.
We can continue to take your calls on the story out of Riverview, the South Fork neighborhood. There are very few stories that have someone who is absolutely right and someone who is absolutely wrong. So I'm not about creating a hero and a villain when it doesn't need to happen. Would I be comfortable with my 9-year-old going door to door in any neighborhood selling candy? Certainly not. Do I think there are 9-year-olds who sell candy to try to get weed money? Certainly not. 12-year-olds, absolutely. 9-year-olds, not so sure. It doesn't matter what Sincere Shabazz's mom had in mind when she started the GoFundMe. The gentleman, Tyler Chambers, who has deactivated his social media and is probably fearing for his life right now, went out of his way to post on social media a picture of a 9-year-old black girl at his front door in a community Facebook group with the caption and his name attached, You're lucky we weren't home to shoot your ass, dumb bitch. Let's just look at that, okay? Forget about the fact that the mom has started a GoFundMe for legal fees. I wouldn't give to that, and I wouldn't encourage you to donate to that. This is a dude who is a grown-ass man posting a photo of a 9-year-old girl at his front door saying, you're lucky we weren't home to shoot your ass, dumb bitch. You don't say something like that about a 9-year-old girl. Doesn't matter if you feel egregiously affronted that she dare knock on the door of your abode to try to sell you chocolate you don't need. You don't say that about a 9-year-old girl.
No.
Now, the mom may be an opportunist. I don't know anything about her. She started a GoFundMe that is, at this moment, got more than $14,000. Support Sincere. Legal fight against threats. Hello, my name is Beyond. Beyond my comparison, beyond my interpretation. Hello, my name is Beyond. I am the mother of the little girl that is now going viral all over social media. My daughter, Sincere, who is 9 years old, and her cousin, who is 11 years old, came home from school and decided to go out and sell candy for money. I wasn't aware they were out selling candy. I was home with my 1-year-old and my mother. Usually when the kids come home, they go outside to play, blah, blah, blah. I was told by officers that he and his family have left their home due to threats from all over because of the post he made about my daughter. He has been exposed all over the internet, semicolon. They have found his address, job, and his past record. Ooh. He is now asking police to simply have a conversation with me, and I won't let it happen because he and his wife thought it would be a good idea to lie publicly. Tyler Chambers and his wife, Cassidy Chambers, stated on social media they were going to hurt my little girl because she knocked on the door. His exact words were, "You're lucky we weren't home to shoot your ass, dumb bitch," to a 9-year-old. Then he goes on to say he apologizes after his post went viral, but then lies and says that she and her brothers, which she doesn't have, tried to break into his house. So she's breaking into the house with imaginary brothers. Mind y'all, it's broad daylight, and my daughter looked directly into the Ring camera, which all of us have at our front doors, and asked if they wanted to buy candy.
He makes a good point there.
We literally stay in the same community. My daughter is 9. She doesn't know the first thing about breaking into a house. For his wife to say she was in fear of a 9-year-old asking for money for candy is wild. I have reached out to the authorities, and this is an open investigation. And now this is in bold black. I think that's pertinent. I will do everything in my power to put this sick bastard in jail. This could have been anybody's child, and our job as parents is to protect your kids. Well, maybe don't send your kid around the neighborhood. I'm not blaming the victim. My child does not feel safe in her neighborhood now due to this. I mean, she was knocking on strange doors. And now every time she clicks on her Facebook, 9-year-old should not have a Facebook.
No.
Or TikTok, ditto. She sees what this monster posted about her for the world to see. I would tell her to stay off social media, ma'am. Please know that I really appreciate you all for sharing this around. It made it back to me just in time for me to do something about it. I will not let this go under the rug. I promise I will make an example out of this fool. I will definitely keep you guys updated through my social media. Anything will help go towards a good lawyer, and I will greatly appreciate it. Thanks again. Kind regards, Beyond. $14,690 raised. For what? What are you raising money for?
It's not going to a lawyer, I'll tell you that.
No, and like no lawyer would take this case. Look, the closest I came to law school is that my sister and her husband graduated FSU Law School. I can look at this and tell you that no law was broken. Easily. You can't fault Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office for not making an arrest because no crime was committed.
No.
A crime against humanity, maybe. A crime against decency. But is it against the law to say, you're lucky we weren't home to he didn't even say shoot.
No.
You're lucky we weren't home to shot your ass, dumb bitch. Boy, this guy's a real mental whiz, isn't he? That's not actionable legally.
No.
You're lucky we weren't home to shot your ass, dumb bitch. Should it be illegal to say about that about a 9-year-old kid? No, I don't think it should be. It's poor form. It's in bad taste. This guy is justifiably fearing for his job. But what law did he break? No law.
And what lawyer is going to ask for upfront money? No lawyer.
No, not in a civil case. What are you going to sue him for? Defamation of character? I don't know. Maybe. I just got called for jury duty again. If I'm on this case, I'd have to pay attention with a very open mind because I don't know. While indeed the gentleman, Tyler Chambers, is gross for saying such a thing about a 9-year-old kid, I don't know that it makes him a criminal.
Just stupid.
800-771-1025. If you know anything that we don't know, I'd love to hear it. Again, this is not being covered by any local news outlet, which I find very curious. Daily Mail is the one covering it. I would ask the mom, look, everyone comes to terms of forgiveness on their own, and that's great. No one should tell you that you're required to forgive anyone, but there's another news story that I would like to call to the mother's attention, and that is the horrible Walmart shooting where a little white dude went to a Walmart, shot and killed 24 people. As he pled guilty to capital murder, he was faced with anger and grief from family members of the victims. 2 women, in an unexpected moment, hugged the shooter in the courtroom. Yolanda Tinajero, who lost her brother Arturo Benavides, was the first of the 2 to ask the judge for permission to hug the killer. Ma'am, would it truly bring you peace and comfort and healing to hug him? Sí, Miss Tinajero answered. After being granted permission, the victim's sister wrapped her arms around the gunman as she sobbed. Adriana Zandri, who lost her husband, Ivan Alberto Manciano, was the second to hug the shooter as he kept his gaze to the floor. And she said, my children have lost their hero, their prince, their column, their support, and their father. He's not going to be here to teach my daughter how to play basketball. He's not going to be present to give my daughter's hand in her wedding ceremony. The only thing that I wanted was for them to not grow up with hatred in their hearts, because the day they begin feeling hatred towards you is when their life will be over. Not a lot of us could find that place of forgiveness to a 21-year-old scumbag who opened fire with an AK-style rifle in a Walmart parking lot before going into the store and killing 24 people.
Not I, sir.
I don't know that I could do it either, but we all have that capacity. And if a grieving wife, a grieving sister can find it in their heart to forgive the person who killed their loved one, I would say, ma'am, beyond Shabazz, you have it in your heart to forgive a misguided, asinine imbecile who said bad things about your 9-year-old kid.
You certainly should be open to meeting with him.
Yes.
Especially if there's law enforcement there. Yep. I mean, just to completely close it off, basically says to me, what you don't want anything that might interfere with a jury verdict in your favor.
Exactly. And if you're just trying to get a cash grab out of this, just trying to get a payday, I don't know that's really going to help anyone. 800-771-1025. I mean, it'll help the little girl not have to sell candy bars door to door anymore. Hello, it's Drew Grabo Live. Who are you?
Randy, yes, just curious. That little girl selling candy, was she like in a neighborhood that was no soliciting, or was she on private property where there were signs that says no trespassing?
I don't know, dude. So you're saying let's suppose worst case scenario there were signs that said no, as you said, which I don't know how to spell that. So let's say he's got a giant sign on his door. Trying to vibe with you, man. Now I got to continue the conversation without you here. So let's suppose on this guy's door and in the front of the South Fork neighborhood, there's a giant sign that says no. That then what? That gives the guy the right to post, "You're lucky we weren't home to shot your ass, dumb bitch," just because it said no. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate the call very much. 800-771-1025. Pivoting over to the John Hamm controversy that is seeming to erupt.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Again, Daily Mail is just wonderful. John Hamm was in a fraternity in college. So was I. John Hamm paddled a pledge in college. That is part of a fraternity. It sucks. It's stupid. It's part of a fraternity. They are trying to cancel John Hamm now.
Come on, man.
Because a pledge says that he was physically abused decades ago in college by John Hamm.
Come on, man.
GTFO, right? Hello, who are you?
Squatch.
What up?
What's going on?
Everything.
Yeah, so, I mean, you said it perfectly. Like, there's really no one else that you need to call in. There was no crime.
Right.
There was nothing, he's an idiot. He's a moron, but there's no crime. So I don't know what these people are paying this money for.
Yeah, anyone who gave money to the GoFundMe, which has now raised $14,690 with 501 donations, I get it. You don't like the fact that some crusty white dude put a Facebook post up, a beautiful black girl in the photo with the horribly crafted phrase, "You're lucky we weren't home to shot your ass, dumb bitch." That's reprehensible. It's repulsive that anybody would say that about a 9-year-old girl, but did he break any laws? No, right?
No, exactly. And then also, I remember I beat Jacob the other day. I won some tickets. I can't go to that day. So can I give them back? Give them to somebody else? What do we do?
Nothing.
Yeah.
800-771-1025 is the number. I kind of equate it. This is maybe a weird stretch in a way, but I just saw an article yesterday, day before, that Joe Rogan is celebrating the fact that the R word is making a comeback. Like, that's something to celebrate, right? Like, you were never forbidden from using the word. It was highly frowned upon, and now for whatever reason, I can't imagine why, people are empowered to use that word again. I find that word gross. I find that word disgusting and demeaning and all of that. But as a champion of the First Amendment, I'm not going to say you should be thrown in jail if you use it. I would hope that someone with such a huge reach would realize the power, the negative power attached to that word, and maybe use a different one. But I'm not going to advocate for you being thrown in jail because you're using a word I don't like. I hate the fact that this guy called a beautiful 9-year-old girl a dumb bitch and threatened to shoot her. Well, didn't threaten retroactively to shoot her ass. But I don't know that he broke a law. Hello?
On that word, post. Who's this?
Who's this?
My name is Ashley.
Hi, my name is Drew.
Oh, hi, Drew.
Hi, Ashley.
I'm not on the radio, am I?
Well, I am on the radio, and therefore you call the radio.
I know.
And therefore we are on the radio together.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works. Did you think you could somehow call me while I'm on the radio and talk to me not on the radio? Because I don't know how that would work.
I get that. I just assumed maybe somebody would pick up before you answered, just in case I was a psycho crazy person.
No, you're not. No, you might be. I don't know. But we don't have a safeguard for psycho crazy people. When people call us, we don't have a phone screener. They go right on the air. It's like you hear the boop, and you're live without a net talking to me and Mo. So you might be a psycho crazy person. I don't know. But if we screened out all psycho crazy people, Ashley,
you don't even know me.
I know. But if we screened out all psycho crazy people, I don't know that we'd ever get to talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
Yes. So what's up?
I just have a question.
I just have an
my
answer.
son is I hope you do. My son is a huge Blink 182 fan, and I was wondering if there's any way I could win tickets to take him. Or not necessarily me, but maybe my husband. Take him? I don't know.
I'm going to type this into Grok. I don't know the answer. I know we don't have any tickets. You're like the 8th person who's hit me up, 7 of them off the air.
I'm not trying to hit you up. I was just
No,
curious
you are.
if-
No. You can be comfortable with the fact that you're panhandling. Like, there's no need to lie. Like, you're already a beggar. Don't be a liar, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be very comfortable with the fact that you're a begging panhandler. Don't lie to me and say, oh, no, I wasn't looking for any. No, you are. You're panhandling, but it's admirable because you're allegedly doing it for your kid. I'm just going to ask Grok, how can a lady win Blink 182 tickets to
Probably not.
I don't know. I'm asking Grok. Grok. Oh, thank you for asking. Grok is Twitter's artificial intelligence, their version of Chat GPT, if you will.
I've heard about that. That sounds so cool. Like, people can talk to it, and it, like, anticipates what you're going to say and things like that.
Okay, so how can a lady win Blink 182 tickets to their Tampa concert? Here we go. Here we go.
I think it's at Amalie Arena. I don't know where it is.
All right. Grok is thinking to win tickets to the Blink 182. Oh, you're not going to believe this.
Okay.
This is so funny. I can't even. Reality is stranger than fiction. To win tickets to the Blink 182 concert in Tampa on August 29th at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater, here are some strategies based on common methods for scoring concert tickets through contests and giveaways. Would you believe the number one suggestion is check local radio stations?
Yep.
Many radio stations run contests for concert tickets. Based on recent trends, stations like this, mentioned in posts on X, often give away Blink 182 tickets. Tune into Tampa area stations or check their websites and social media. Man, that's great. We don't have any. If I did, I swear I would give you a pair because you sound super nice.
No, it's okay. I was just asking. I listened to the radio station all day, so I heard Mike Calta talking about it, that they had some, so I just assumed you did too because you're cooler than he is. So.
Clearly I'm not. That's super sweet. Now I'd give you 4 pairs of tickets if I had them.
I liked the mean Drew, but I liked the nice Drew too.
Thanks.
So.
Thank you so much. Well, in this situation, for your interests, Mike Calta is cooler than I because he's got the Blink 182 tickets you need. So don't shoot yourself in the foot. Definitely don't call him tomorrow and say, hey, I'm the lady who said that Drew is cooler than you, because that ain't going to win you no tickets.
You don't need to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
You're going to do what?
I'm going to call Mike Calta tomorrow. I'm going to text him right when she hangs up and says, hey, this girl said you're not as cool as
You
Drew.
can get me in trouble. Without that new AI stuff, he could track me down and find me and be like, no, you're not cool.
I would never. I appreciate the compliment very much. I would call Mike tomorrow morning under an assumed identity and say, Mike, you're so much cooler than that dickhead in the afternoon. And he'd be like, I agree. And then you could be like, can you hook me up with some Blink 182 tickets? I hate Drew Garabo. He'd be like, man, I hate the guy too. Let me give you a pair of tickets.
Yeah, but I can't lie. I'm not going to say I hate you.
No, listen, if it means your kid gets to go to Blink 182, I fully endorse you lying. I absolutely think I'm not going to have my feelings hurt. I promise. Someone will probably tell me about it. And they'll say, hey, this lady was trashing you but I'll know the real deal. So good luck. Call him tomorrow morning. Appeal to his ego, and you're going to be good.
Perfect. And also, too, that guy's a dick. He should never have said that about that little girl. That's terrible.
That's what I'm saying. Right on.
I still don't understand the GoFundMe.
Me either.
I mean, I don't understand why the little girl's parents need money for it, but that's just my opinion.
Same here. And
it was nice.
Nice speaking with you, Ashley. Good luck on those tickets. And again, don't be afraid to lie if it means you get those tickets by any means necessary. You know, Shabazz might be honest, but you don't have to be. 800-771-1025. Hello, who are you?
Man, I'm the cruise ship musician.
You're the what?
The cruise ship musician. I talked to you in setting a while back. You remember when the submersible fiasco happened? When the rich people died in the submersible?
Yeah, down in the submersible. You're a cruise ship musician. Absolutely. How you doing, man?
Man, listen, no one's cooler than you, man. You know, so I'm not. I have nothing to win. No one's cooler than you. Okay, and a lot of people are listening to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So you are the greatest.
Oh man, gosh, I don't have any Blink 182 tickets. People, stop kissing my ass. I ain't cooler than nobody. It's funny too that she brought that up about Mike. I'm good for Googling my name like once a year or so,
right?
And I hadn't done it in a while, so I Googled my name, and a video popped up on YouTube, and it said Mike is mad at Drew Garabo, and it was like a month ago, and I'm like, how did I never hear that? Like, usually talk radio listeners are like, ooh,
yeah,
so and so's mad at you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wonder what I did, and I watched the video, and it was for the Escape Collective out in Trinity that I got invited to it.
Yes,
and his brother's like one of the investors, which I got to say, I'd be pretty pissed off too if my brother's one of the damn investors and I don't at least get the ask and some asshole in the afternoon, gets the invite.
To be mad at your brother. I mean, it's kind of misdirected.
I don't mind catching a stray there. Hello there. Who are you? As long as Ashley thinks I'm cooler. Hello.
Hello? Am I on?
No, hang on one sec. You're next, all right?
Okay.
Thanks, man. What are you going to say once you're on?
I'm just calling about foods, like healthy foods.
Perfect. That is very pertinent information that I'm sure Mr. Garabo is going to love to hear about. Nothing rivets a radio listener more than hearing about healthy foods. I have to say.
Well, I think my question actually will cause everyone to be curious.
Oh,
it's kind of controversial.
Sure, it will. I love a controversial question about healthy foods. All right. My name is Ricky. I'm the phone screener here. What's your name?
Dave.
David or just Dave?
Oh, Dave.
Oh, Dave, like Irish, like your O apostrophe Dave?
No, just Dave. Just Dave. Dave is my name.
Just Dave. So let's start this over from the beginning. Your name is Dave, just Dave.
Dave.
David Dave.
Not Dave.
Dave. Okay, like Debbie Deb, you're Davey Dave?
No, just Dave or David.
Oh, man. Dave or David. And what is your age?
52.
I'm sorry, what was your age again?
52.
50's two nuts in your mouth. Am I right, David? Oh, Dave? Just Dave?
Just Dave.
Just Dave. Okay. And your age again was what?
52.
50's two nuts in your mouth, right, Dave? Just Dave? Dave-O? Dave?
Oh, you're just being a jerk. What's wrong?
All right. Very nice. A little rude. And where are you calling from? Just Dave, Dave-O, David? Just Dave?
Portland, Oregon.
Whoa, man.
Listen online.
Okay, I kind of thought you might. FM radio waves won't carry up there to Portland, Oregon. You ever watch Portlandia?
No. Yeah, Portlandia.
Pretty good, right? It's got that Fred, what the hell's his name?
Armiston.
Yeah, Armiston. Good nuts that I'm going to put all over your face. That's right. Dave, 52. Okay, good. What do you do for work?
I like Grimm better than Portlandia. I like Grimm.
Didn't ask. What do you do for work, Dave?
College professor.
Oh, very nice. What subject?
Creative writing.
Oh, very good. Very good. Okay, could you give me the thesis statement for your phone call, please?
Thesis statement?
Yeah.
You mean like what I'm going to ask about?
Well, yeah, you're a creative writing professor. You should know what a thesis statement is. Am I right?
Yeah, about my call. Jeez, man, what? I've never been grilled like this when I called.
That's funny. That's what a slice of Kraft Singles said to me last night when I was putting it on some bread. I've never grilled like this before. Just trying to vibe with you here with a little humor, David. Just David, David-O, Dave-O, Dave. Okay, very good. What is your inseam?
My what?
Your inseam on your pants, trousers, dungarees.
Why are you doing this? Like, why are you harassing me?
I'm not, David, just Dave, Dave, you chose to make this phone call. I'm just screening the call so that Mr. Garabo knows who he's speaking with. We like to get demographic information.
No, I don't think I'm ever going to get on the air. You're just harassing me.
Sir, in order for me to harass you, I would have had to make an outbound call to solicit your phone call. You called me. I'm asking you some questions. If you find these questions disturbing.
You're just trying to get me to hang up.
Why would I do that? If I wanted to hang up on you, I just
because you don't like me for some reason.
I love you. You're my fellow man. You're my fellow Christian. I love you, my brother. Jesus told me to love you.
No, you don't.
He just spoke from my pocket and told me to love you.
No.
Oh, you're suffering from self-esteem issues, aren't you?
No, I'm suffering from being harassed.
All right. Well, I'm just going to place you on a gentle hold. I was just trying to get some background information so Mr. Garabo could be armed with knowledge when he talks to you. But now he's just going to go in blind. He just knows he's going to speak to some guy named Dave from Portland. So hang on 1 second, all right?
Okay.
You don't have to be such a dick, all right?
Okay.
All right. Hold on. 800-771-1025. Let's go to Portland, Oregon. Dave, just Dave, Dave is on the line. It's a long name you've got there. What can we do for you, Dave?
Yeah, I was just calling because I was the
800-771-1025.
I was dying to hear what food he was going to try and tell us was healthy.
He'll probably call back.
I don't think so.
Why wouldn't he? Hello, welcome to Drew Garabo Live. I'm Drew. He's Mo. Who are you?
Wow, this is one unique program. This is Pat Boone. How are you?
That's a freaking great call, man. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you? Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, this is Will. I called yesterday and you guys educated me about the movies, man.
Oh, good. Will, Hunting. What's going on?
Just getting off of work again, hanging out. You said you was going to hook me up with some Pierce the Veil tickets. I know I didn't do nothing to earn them, man.
Oh, no, you absolutely did. Hold on 1 second. I have your information. Just hang on. Hold on. Just everybody hold on. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, who are you?
This is Linda.
Hey, Linda. You know that's Spanish for beautiful?
Yeah, I do. Thanks.
Welcome.
Wow.
Only thing I learned in Spanish.
That your name means pretty. Linda.
Yeah.
So what's up, Linda?
Oh, I don't know. I was just listening to your all show, and I've got one for you. I had a physician's assistant diagnose me with cannabinoid poisoning.
So
he said I overdosed on weed.
What happened?
I was sick, and I kept throwing up, and he did a drug screen, and once the little pinhead saw that, he was a dick to me the rest of the time and said I had cannabinoid overdose.
What? I'm so confused. What were the symptoms of your pot overdose? Did you drown in a vat of Ben and Jerry's? How does one overdose on the weed?
If you take it, ingest it, edibles and all that, you can actually do too much and get really, really sick.
Maybe I'm not
when
communicating
you smoke
properly.
it-
What were your symptoms that made someone believe that you had overdosed on cannabis?
I was throwing up and dry heaving, and he couldn't figure it out.
Okay.
And as soon as he got my blood test back, that's what he said it was. And then 4 hours later, I was back in the hospital.
Oh.
Because I was having a headache, and he.
Let's watch the language. We are on the radio.
Sorry.
It's okay.
My bad.
Yeah, no, it happens. Well, I'm sure glad you're okay. Is there something we can do for you? I can start a GoFundMe, I suppose.
That would be cool, but that helped me pay my electric bill.
Oh.
All
right. Okay. Well, thank you. Hello.
The grift is real.
Man, what is even happening today? Hello.
Hello.
I thought it was Dave from Portland. We all need to know about the intriguing healthy food question. Hello.
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 How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, sir?
I'm pretty good, man. This is Hawaiian Terry, man. How you been?
Hawaiian Terry. I'm really good. Hawaiian Terry, what's going on with you?
Nothing, man. You got me on the hook, but I really want to know if Dave, not just Dave, talking about that food thing, man.
I know. We're all wondering, and we'll get the answer next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Still that crash in Hillsborough on the Selman westbound around Ashley Drive. Stop and go almost to the connector. Speaking of, I-4 West approaching 275 interchanges back to the connector. Sizable backups throughout Hillsborough on your main roadways and interstates. Waters still dealing with that incident westbound at Anderson Road. Bloomingdale Avenue and Lumsden Road still dealing with separate incidents around Kings Avenue. In Pinellas, we actually have the Bayside Bridge stop and go approaching Gulf to Bay. Moderate backup there. You might have been taking that as a detour instead of US 19, but 19 looks decent now. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center. Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
Diamond Days are back at Golden Diamond Source, Tampa Bay's largest jewelry superstore. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. That means if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment would be only $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. And listen up, all you soon-to-be newlyweds. Here's your chance to win a $2,500 shopping spree at Golden Diamond Source, along with a wedding cake for up to 100 guests, created by the renowned celebrity chef, the Cake Girl, as seen on the Today Show. Entering is simple. Go to Golden Diamond Source on Ulmerton Road for your chance to win big. If you want your special someone to say yes, make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond. Visit us at 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater. And, of course, make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 live teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co., a one-stop shop for all your home services from repairs and maintenance to upgrades. Hawkins is the go-to solution for all your HVAC and pool repair needs. And let's get that pool ready for summer. Right now, Hawkins is offering $250 off variable speed pumps for the pool, as well as $250 off pool automation systems. So schedule that appointment today, 813-445-8209, or visit them online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
This weekend at International Diamond Center, acclaimed jewelry designers are here with all new collections. Save up to 20% and spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest. 3 days only this Friday through Sunday, and only at International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Spring into savings at Crown Kia because it's all about location, location, location.
And Abby, it's all about selection, selection, selection. We have a sea of new Kias out there.
Over 400 new Kias available to choose from. Hurry in to shop our huge selection of no tariff inventory and save on a new Kia. Drive for only $219 a month.
Plus no market adjustment or dealer installed options.
Crown Kia, the better way to buy.
And service.
CrownKia.com. For lease information and more details, call 1-800-371-0942.
Have you signed up for the Hard Rock Unity Card yet? If you haven't, what are you waiting for? It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Sign up for Unity Card at the Players Club and receive a free limited edition Seminole Hard Rock t-shirt and up to $200 on them. You'll receive your actual slot loss back from your first day on your next visit and 2 equal free play offers up to $200. Insert your new card into your favorite slot machine and begin playing and start earning points. Your Unity points can be used like regular dollars on qualifying purchases at participating restaurants, bars, hotels, lounges, and retail stores. Stop by the Seminole Hard Rock and make sure you get your Hard Rock Unity Card.
What's up, Bone listeners? It's Captain Zach. Are you looking for more power? Check out my friends at LBP. Whether you're boating, taking a cruise on the golf cart, my friends at Lithium Battery Power have the innovative technology to give that to you. Check them out at lithiumbatterypower.com or call 727-223-9831. Lithium Battery Power. Longer life, more power.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, Tampa Bay, it is time to get rowdy. Your Rowdies are back and ready to kick some grass. Join the fun this Saturday at Al Lang Stadium in downtown St. Pete as the Rowdies celebrate their 50th anniversary against Miami FC. Get your tickets now by visiting rowdysoccer.com. Come on, you Rowdies.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-549-8866. That's 800-549-8866.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstad's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention, plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at DefenderRuck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
Integrity, respect, results. Farah and Farah, expect more. Tampa.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. On it goes. More sunshine, I think, right into the weekend. Mainly dry, hot during the day. High temperatures up near 90. Nighttime lows near 70. Next chance of rain should be early next week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Hang on if you're on the line. Mo has a word for you about his favorite amendment between the first and the third.
Also about my favorite and Newport Richie's the #1 gun range. Drew, there's not a day that we don't do a story that tells you responsible gun ownership may be your best bet. And what all American gunslingers want you to know is that education is the key to safety, and shooting is a diminishing skill. So the classes and training that they offer are crucial. All American Gunslingers has a variety of classes, my friend, and training from holster draw, intro to pistol, intro to rifle, and skills and drills. And please don't forget about the league night. That's a friendly competition with new and advanced shooters every Thursday from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Also, there is a free concealed carry class every Saturday. That's normally $85. It's from 12 to 3. Go to aagunslingers.com to reserve your spots. Seats are limited. All American Gunslingers, your rights, your safety, your freedom, America!
Hell yeah. This is gun buying music right here. Hello there. Who are you?
Yes, my name is Judith. I'm from New Holland.
Okay. What can we do for you?
I just want to say I love your show. I'm a first-time caller.
Thank you. Where are you from?
Holland.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. All right.
My name is Judith.
If you're trying to get me to say your name so that you can get me with the D's nuts joke, sir, I can assure you that is not going to happen.
You got me, Drew. Come on.
I'm well aware, sir. It wasn't that difficult.
Was there a moment in that call that he thought maybe he hadn't? Good Lord.
Like the great comedian Emo Phillips said, you're going to have to wake up pretty early in the morning if you want to catch me looking through your bedroom window. Hello, who are you?
Yes, my name's Joe. I'm actually calling about the woman that just called you about the cannabis overdose.
Oh, yes, please, Joe. And by the way, I hope we hear from our Portland gentleman again so we can find out what healthy food he wanted. A lot of people seem to want to know what healthy food just David was wanting.
So what she was experiencing was actually cannabis hyperemesis syndrome. And the first time that I remember hearing about it was around 2016, 2017. Now, the doctors say it's from, imbibing too much with the marijuana. You can actually feel free to look up the effects of smoking neem oil. A lot of these growers out here, including the corporate cannabis growers, they'll spray 2 or more weeks into flower, which is not a good thing. Even with neem oil, even though it's 100% organic, it going into the lungs is going to give you the same symptoms as this supposed cannabis hyperemesis syndrome.
You seem to know your stuff.
I feel like a lot of people that are doing the marijuana ever since it went legal, either weren't really doing it before, or maybe they did, and then they got back into it once it went medical.
Right.
And they're very uneducated. Like a lot of people, what's the THC percentage? What's the THC percentage? Let me ask those people, when you go to the bar, do you go out and order Everclear?
No.
No, you don't. It tastes horrible.
Terrible.
So when you're just looking at high THC percentages, you seem to be that type of customer. Really what you should be looking into is all the different terpenes, what those terpenes can do for you medically and recreationally, and also into all the different cannabinoids. THC and THCA aren't the only ones.
It's amazing how you can take a cool thing like pot and drain all the fun from it.
I wanted to hear more about the cannabinoids.
Man. Like, weed is cool, bro. Don't make it so uncool by dissecting the living hell out of it. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. How can we help you?
This is Arlo, which is Spanish for ARLO.
Yeah, that's a reference that 3 people get who were listening to In Your Face with Drew Garabo circa 2012. I appreciate it. Those other 2 people appreciate it. Everyone else is confused. But thank you. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you today?
Yeah, Mo, learn and hear more about that. That stupid woman that wants her power bill paid, tell her to get a better job.
Thanks, Angelo. 800-771-1025. Angelo, he tries. He tries real hard. I was just looking for the Arlo clip. This guy called up, and his name was Arlo. He was a homeless gentleman. I think this might be it. Stand by.
Acting females prefer to be called, but
shaved his head.
The dentist said he's not in breaking type entertainment.
Wants to try to say that he is on the show and that you were wrong.
People call up a couple of months ago.
Yeah, but if she knows you're at work, why would she ask if you're the best of?
She doesn't know that I'm at work, dumbass.
God, my voice was just
I still hear you in there.
Sorry, I can't find the original Arlo unless it is this beautiful little 6.5-minute segment right here.
Hello?
Is your name Arlo?
Yes.
What's up, Arlo?
Pardon me?
I said, what is up, Arlo? It's a way of greeting a fellow human being. How are you? What's up?
Okay.
Welcome to my show.
Hey,
what can we do for you today?
My name's Arlo. I'm a homeless guy living in the woods.
Hey, is this Arlo?
Yes.
Okay, Arlo. Hang on. Drew's going to be right with you. Can you turn the radio down, please?
I turned it off.
Okay, perfect. What was your name?
Arlo, A-R-L-O.
Got it, A-R-L-O. And what do you want to say to Drew, Arlo?
I'm kind of homeless. Me and my girl were living in the woods in a couple tents. And I'm just hoping maybe you guys can help us out. Maybe like a movie or some sort of concert or something. Because I got the greatest woman in the world, and she will not leave me because she loves me so much.
Okay, there's a lot to type. Hold on one second. I have you live in tents. And what was your name?
Arlo, A-R-L-O.
Okay, gotcha. And you want to talk to Drew about living in the woods and watching movies in the woods and seeing concerts?
Yeah, I'd actually like to take my girl out to a movie sometime, but I can't find no work nowhere.
Okay, hold on. You can't find no work nowhere. Give me a second to work through that. Whoa. Shh, hold on one second. I'm trying to work through all those negatives. Hold on. What was your name again?
Okay. Arlo, A-R-L-O.
Okay. You can't.
That's why I signed that asked for work, and the cops even stopped me and take me to jail for that.
You don't say. You can't find no work nowhere.
No.
So, okay.
No.
So if
I'm out of work, carpenter.
So if you can't find no work nowhere, that means you can find some work. I've never had a triple negative like this before. I cannot find no work. So if I can't find no work, then I can find some work. Now the nowhere is really tripping me up here. What was your name again, Charlie?
Arlo.
Got it. How do you spell that?
A-R-L-O.
Got it. Okay. So if you can't find no work nowhere, you can find some work nowhere.
I can, but the cops keep arresting me for flying my sign asking for work.
Oh, I see. And where are you doing that, Charlie?
I'm Arlo.
How do you spell that?
A-R-L-O.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right. So you're looking for work, and you want to go to a concert and a movie with your girl?
Yes.
Cool. What was your name?
Arlo, A-R-L-O.
Okay, hang on. Drew's going to be right with you, okay?
All right.
Thank you. You bet. 727-579-1025 and 800-771-1025. Hey, what's going on? Is it Harley?
Hello?
Hey, is this Harley?
No, there's Arlo, A-R-L-O.
Hey, what's up, Harley?
Arlo. Well, I work with Harley. I work good.
Cool. Go ahead.
Okay, Drew.
Yeah, what's up, Charlie?
I'm Arlo.
How do you spell that?
A-R-L-O.
It goes on for another 8 minutes.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Wow.
It does. Sorry, Arlo. Thank you, sir, for reminding me of that bit. I still can't believe that.
Did you give him a pair of tickets to the movies?
Good God, no. He's a homeless bum. Can't find no work nowhere.
That was what threw me a little bit. You are homeless and you want to go see a movie?
Look, a lot of homeless people, they beg for money so that they can get their booze, they can get their nicotine, they get their drugs. This guy, he just want to take his lady to a movie. ARLO. Man. What do you got coming up in the Mo Better Mo?
Oh, man. St. Pete old fogies effing up the music. They're coming after our food and the worst time to chug a beer.
Sounds like healthy food options to me. Next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Want to make an omelet, but eggs are still way too expensive? The Bone has your back. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone, real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah & Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Still that crash in Hillsborough on the Selman westbound around Ashley Drive. Stop and go almost to the connector. Speaking of, I-4 West approaching 275 interchanges back to the connector. Sizable backups throughout Hillsborough on your main roadways and interstates. Waters still dealing with that incident westbound at Anderson Road. Bloomingdale Avenue and Lumsden Road still dealing with separate incidents around Kings Avenue. In Pinellas, we actually have the Bayside Bridge stop and go approaching Gulf to Bay. Moderate backup there. You might have been taking that as a detour instead of US 19, but 19 looks decent now. This is Eric in the Farah & Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
This weekend at International Diamond Center, acclaimed jewelry designers are here with all new collections. Save up to 20% and spread your payments over 3 years with zero interest. 3 days only this Friday through Sunday, and only at International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
It's starting to get warm, and you know what that means. Time to turn on your air conditioner. And trust me, you want to make certain that your HVAC system is working properly before the real heat gets here. But if you need a new system, Climate Design has rebates now through the month of May. So if you've been thinking about switching out your unreliable HVAC system with the new one, Climate Design Home Services has you covered. Earn up to $1,300 off brand new Train systems, and Climate Design will match it with up to $2,600. That price cannot be beat in this Florida heat, folks. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and ask to speak to a comfort specialist. Having peace of mind, knowing your AC is in working order before you need it, that is reinsurance that you can feel good about. Go to climatedesign.com. That's climatedesign.com, or give them a call, 727-295-1572.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1? At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And now, during Truck Month, well-qualified buyers will receive 2.9% APR for 72 months on the new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 Turbo Max. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation. I won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or call 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Tell Mike Caldesea.
Stingray Chevrolet. Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. With the economic landscape in a constant state of flux, consumers are understandably concerned about how car prices will be affected. While no one has a crystal ball to predict the future, I will say that if you're planning on purchasing a new vehicle in the next year, now would be a good time to pull the trigger. Luckily, our inventory here at Stingray is in great shape with over 700 new and pre-owned vehicles available, including a huge selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray on I-4 has no dealer fee, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. So while other dealers will charge a hefty fee on top of the advertised price of the vehicle, rest assured that you won't pay that here. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
At Florida Prepaid, we're here for all the grinders, the go-getters, the gifted, the talented, the unique, the spirited. We're here for the well-to-do, the just getting started, the budgeters, the big spenders, and everyone in between. Because we believe that every child deserves higher education, and our goal is to help families save for it by making it simpler and more affordable than ever before. So every child has the opportunity to shine. Plans start at just $29 a month. Open enrollment ends April 30th.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect moment to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? That time is now. For a limited time only, Ford Motor Company is offering employee pricing for all across a full line of trucks and SUVs. Now, what does that mean for you, you might ask? That means you're going to pay exactly what a Ford employee pays. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. Go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that brand new, big, beautiful showroom you've got to see to believe right on US 19 in Clearwater. You can even check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America. Make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
When you hire Burnett EPA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Fuel costs add up. That's why fleet managers like Ed Keeley of Communications Unlimited are switching to Coast, the smart Visa fuel card designed to help business owners save on fuel and cut wasteful spending.
When we first started using Coast, we saved in the neighborhood of $22,000 from our previous month's invoice from our other provider.
Get fuel rebates of 4 to 10 cents on every gallon at Coast's 30,000 partner stations across the country, like Exxon and 7-Eleven. Plus, get greater control over your spending and block unauthorized purchases before they happen.
The biggest change is the controls that the Coast product allows us to have that the other vendor didn't. There was a lot of potential for abuse out there that became virtually impossible with Coast.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. See terms at coastpay.com.
John Senning here for Wild Fork Foods. You know, I don't talk about it enough. Wild Fork is great for families. I've got my brother turned on to it. Large cuts of meat, ground beef, enough to feed the family at prices you're not going to find in any grocery stores. No matter what you're looking for, from desserts to seasoning, sides, and the greatest cuts of meat on earth, Wild Fork has it at some of the best prices you're going to find. They've got locations in South Tampa, Citrus Park, and St. Petersburg, right on 4th Street North. You've got to check them out today. Get it delivered, pick it up in store, or go on a shopping spree. WildForkFoods.com.
For just a moment, imagine life without joint pain. Erase the constant ache in your knees, hips, or shoulders. Imagine moving with ease, unafraid of that next jolt of pain. At QC Kinetics, we believe your health is your greatest investment, and we're here to help you regain it. Our advanced regenerative therapies revitalize damaged joint tissue with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. It's not just about relieving pain, it's about restoring your freedom and confidence. Imagine golfing, hiking, or just walking without hesitation. Imagine waking up every morning without pain holding you back. With QC Kinetics, you can turn those dreams into reality by investing in something priceless, your health. Find out if you're a viable candidate by requesting a free consultation today. Call 813-328-6768. What's your health worth to you? If it's worth a free call and consultation, here's the number: 813-328-6768. 813-328-6768.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Newsflash! I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo Better Than This.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a tune called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
Drew, it's no secret that every time young people try and have fun, old people are around to mess it up.
It's true. Since the dawn of time.
Dawn of time. New rules for live music hitting St. Pete Beach soon as residents complain about noise levels. I'm going to give you the brief. St. Pete Beach, known for lively party atmosphere, has many residents now saying it's gone too far. They're complaining that noise levels from late night live music are too high, and now that's forcing the city officials to debate new rules to limit noise after certain hours of the night. They say Hartley, St. Pete Beach, Hartley Guide says live music has always been a huge part of St. Pete. Growing up, we always went and saw the bands play on the beach. That's just what St. Pete Beach has always meant to me, so the thought of changing is distressing me. However, the complaints from residents trying to relax have prompted, as I said, the city officials to consider the new rules that would limit the volume and duration of live performances, restricting sound after 10 p.m. How you gonna shut the party down at 10, Drew?
I don't think you can. It's such a weird balance, especially in cities like Safety Harbor, where they want to promote a robust nightlife, but there are residents who live just a block off the main street that...
Well, they're 500 feet away. They're talking about prohibiting noise more than 500 feet away. Some people said, one resident, as a matter of fact, the music, we can hear it inside our house. It's like we're standing right in front of the stage. Now, is that something that if you purposely purchase a home in an area that is going to attract tourists that has a nightlife, is that just, it's like being on a golf course where there are going to be some stray balls. You're going to have some jams coming through your windows.
Damn right. If you choose to live, now if you lived there before there was a bar scene, you got an argument.
Correct.
But if you moved there and there was live music past 10 p.m., in my opinion, you forfeit the right to complain about it.
Yes, I agree 100%. 100%. The St. Pete Beach Mayor, Adrian Petrella, says we want our residents to be able to enjoy the quiet of their homes, and we also want businesses to thrive, which is why we invited both parties to come together and say, okay, what suggestions, do you have? This is going to be a developing story. This is, when you're talking about a Florida, landmark staple, may affect you. Iconic Derby Lane Greyhound track was sold to an investment group. Are you aware of that? No. The landmark has been open since 1925, having once hosted Greyhound races and now offering poker, simulcast racing, and other gaming options. Every time I hear that ad, I say to myself, with you and Johnson, and I go, I have to relearn or I have to refresh my poker skills. Not that they were anything, great, but it's not all that difficult game to learn, I don't believe. And the way you guys talk about what they have as far as like low minimum betting.
$5.
At $5, man, and you winning $1 million at one time off the river.
That's cool.
An investment group with ties to Tampa, Montana, bought the iconic St. Pete building.
As long as they don't touch any of the endorsers, I'm happy.
Yeah,
Leave us alone.
I think you're fine with that. By the way, that harkens back. I wanted to talk about the story. I don't have it anymore, but it was I want to say there was the Thunderbird or Thunderbolt Hotel. The iconic Thunderbird. Yeah. They tearing it down.
I know.
Tearing it. And you talk about a cool place. I mean, iconic, and something that just said Florida. I was really sad when that happened right there.
I know.
Suspected drunk driver chugs a beer in front of Lakeland officers, tells them he has 3 DUI convictions. According to the Lakeland Police Department, officers went to the 600 block of Bay Street before 4 a.m. To investigate a black truck that appeared to have hit another vehicle in the parking lot. Responding officers said they saw Juan Francisco inside the truck drinking a beer. Police said Francisco did not immediately open the truck door, but continued to drink his beer. You're dead to rights, finish the brew.
Why not?
When officers were finally able to gain access to the truck, they said to put the truck in park and found 5 empty beer bottles inside. According to police, Francisco told them that he had 3 previous DUI convictions, which they were able to verify. He was was evaluated for impairing because he had a slow, slurred speech, bloodshot, watery eyes. You're in a parked car in a parking lot at 4 a.m. with 5 beer bottles around, of course. However, police said he refused to cooperate with sobriety exercises, and he was arrested for his 4th DUI.
That reminds me of what they tell you to do if there's a cop who follows you to your house and you're drunk. You sprint out of your vehicle, grab a vodka bottle, and just chug it. And then they can't prove that you were driving drunk.
Speaking of vodka, Francisco said, I've had 3 DUIs, and a Florida woman says, hold your beer. Florida postal worker drank vodka on the job, drove wrong way into traffic.
Oh, man.
A Florida post. John City wanted to know, and you guys were going back and forth about this. What is it in today's society where people feel like they can, jump on a kid, threaten a kid, or at least, insinuate that they would have shot a kid? I want to know, and maybe it's always been thus, why just drinking, not only on the job, but just drinking while you're in the car has a resurgence, if you will.
It's back and better than ever.
Yep, a Florida postal worker was arrested after she allegedly drank vodka on the job, drove the wrong way into traffic, and threw red Solo cups out of the vehicle. An arrest report shows the woman told officers she was invited to a party on her mailing route.
Hey, invite that hot mail lady, will you?
Hey, what time you going to be swinging by with the mail? 3:30? Yeah, we got something popping off around then. And drank 2 shots of vodka. Caitlin Dye, a 33-year-old postal worker in Melbourne, has since been released on a misdemeanor DUI charge. The arrest report shows that the woman told officers about being invited to the party, and that the driver who made the report said they continued to follow the truck after they saw the mail truck driving in the opposite lane of travel during South Harbor City Boulevard. They caught the whole thing on a dash camera video. She's dead to rights. She says the mail truck was driving on the wrong side of the road and even veered off the road at certain points. You didn't just have 2 shots of vodka and tell me that doesn't look like Carmen.
I mean, a less hot version of Carmen.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Drew, it's a mugshot.
It's true. It's very difficult to look good in the mugshot.
You get her with a red Solo cup in her hand and she's smiling. I'd say she's even hotter.
All right.
And the FDA is rolling out. I know you've heard about this. It's like all over the news. FDA rolls out plan to remove artificial dyes from U.S. food. Today, the FDA, the FDA Commissioner Marty Makary outlined new regulatory steps that would target artificial food coloring. There's no one ingredient that accounts for the child chronic disease epidemic, but they say FDA commissioner said on Tuesday while announcing this new plan, but he said, let's be honest, taking petroleum-based food dyes out of the food supply is not a silver bullet that will instantly make America's children healthy, but it is one important step. This administration is not interested in continuing down the path of doing the same old things. As we watch our nation's children get sicker, we need fresh, new approaches. What they outline is a plan to establish a national standard and timeline to transition the food industry from petroleum-based food dyes to natural alternatives, while initiating a process to revoke authorization of synthetic food colorings in the next week. The final step takes steps to eliminate existing synthetic dyes currently on the food market, including red number 40, yellow number 5 and 6, and blue number 1 and 2. I'm a big fan of blue 1 and 2, and green number 3 by the end of next year. Where do you? I mean, okay. M&M's.
Oh yeah, that red dye number 3.
Yeah, they don't have that color.
Nope.
Does it matter to you if you get a bag of M&M's, if you are a candy eater and they're all the same color? They're all white.
Yeah, because I want to get horny. I don't want to eat the green ones. They make you horny. That's what I heard.
A bag of Cheetos, not orange. Does it tastes the same?
White Cheetos?
Yes.
I don't want no white Cheeto dust on my hand. I want orange Cheeto dust on my hand. Doesn't taste the same at all.
So you understand, I think mentally the aesthetic of a food will also trigger, maybe enhance your taste buds into liking it. Yes?
Correct.
So it's not as simple as some people think. Is there anything wrong with taking out, I guess, harmful or unnecessary dyes?
They've been killing us with our food for decades.
But
now.
I do think you're going to affect the bottom line of a lot of food companies.
Yeah,
because it's going to be less appealing.
Dude, the red dye number 3 in M&Ms, that was like from the late 70s.
Let's understand something about red dye number 3, man. It ain't never hurt nobody. It's like them people talking about smoking being bad for you.
Oh, it's not.
Not if you do it right, Drew.
All right. Good health advice being dispensed on Mo Better News, a subsidiary of Drew Garabo Live Enterprises.
Okay, now I'm curious to where you think about this. RFK Jr. to launch a national autism registry collecting Americans' medical records. Kennedy's program would gather private medical records from the public. Last week, Kennedy claiming that autism is a preventable disease. Do you believe that?
Nope.
Do you believe that a registry is overstepping? Would you be tenable to giving your child's medical information?
Good Lord, no.
Okay, that's what I thought. Do you think that he has any understanding of autism?
I think he has an idea of what he thinks it's all about, but that seems to fly in the face of what doctors and researchers say it's all about. I don't know that it's preventable. I don't know that it's not. I don't think he's a real doctor.
I don't know. I don't think he has any doctor's credentials, does he?
Nope.
RFK's plan met with criticism. The other side saying, and this is the nonprofit advocacy group, Autistic Self-Advocacy Network, criticizing the new initiative. It is disgusting that Secretary Kennedy is calling for efforts he believes will reduce the amount of autistic people who exist, whether through a cure or prevention. Our existence is not a cataclysm, as he called autism. The organization wrote on its website, there is no evidence that autism is actually becoming more common. Rather, we as a society are getting better at identifying it, and diagnostic standards have appropriately been widened.
It does. There are more people with autism than ever before. Is it because they're being diagnosed? Is it because I have no idea, but you know, there are a hell of a lot of people with autism now, and there didn't seem to be that many decades ago.
Right, but I do believe that they make a good point and that they are getting better at diagnosing it. Because they say there's a lot more kids with ADD now.
Right.
But I think in that instance that maybe some other issues are being hastily diagnosed as or written off as ADD, and because listen, science isn't perfect.
Nope.
Medical research is fallible, but I, by and large, believe that those that enter, the research of medicines, vaccines, and diseases are good-hearted,
sure,
and are intelligent and are putting their best effort forward. That doesn't mean every decision is going to be the correct decision, and sometimes you're trying to fight something in real time that you've never had to deal with. Mistakes are going to be made.
Oh yeah,
but to write off where I feel like there are a certain group of people that categorically try and debunk everything as far as science is concerned.
Right.
I think it's foolhardy.
Correct.
There you go.
The earth is round.
Yeah. That's not been proven. That's like those people telling you cigarette smoking is bad.
Oh yeah.
That's the Mo Better News.
Thank you, Maurice. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Mary Scabona. How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm doing very well, Mary. That's a beautiful name you got there. What can I do for you?
Hey, I was just waiting on the line, hoping to get on the Dom show tonight.
Okay.
To Ask the Dom. Is that tonight?
Yes, it is. I'm just going to put you on a gentle hold, and we'll be with you momentarily, Mary. What does your legal question pertain to?
It pertains to a vicious dog attack and mauling and nearly killing me in Cape Canaveral, Florida.
Oh, that's out there in Brevard County. Where are you at? Playa Linda Beach? That means beautiful beach in Spanish.
I was not at Playa Linda.
Oh.
I was at Peacock Beach.
Well, you see some peacocks out there at Playa Linda, am I right? It's a nude beach. It's a good one, isn't it, Mary Sabona?
That is a very good one. Oh, my goodness, if you only knew how funny that actually is.
Oh, I do. Well, all right, just you hang on for me, Mary. We'll check in with you momentarily, but Don will be along in due time. I don't want to let you go. Just hang on, all right?
Yes, sir, I will. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Hang on one second. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How's it going, dude?
Hey, Mo, just for instance, I heard this story about the RFK and the banning of the red dye number 3 story all day today. And I just happened to Google, is red dye 3 in Cheetos, hot Cheetos? And from what I Googled, it is not. So that shouldn't affect the redness of the hot Cheetos coloring at all.
I'm gonna grok that right now. Hold on one second. What kind of dye is in just flaming hot Cheetos, sir?
I just put Cheetos. Is red dye number 3 in Cheetos?
All right.
I would say RFK is looking to probably eventually ban all kinds of food coloring and dyes.
Yeah. Flamin' Hot Cheetos, sir, contain artificial food dyes like Red 40 Lake, Yellow 6 Lake, Yellow 6, and Yellow 3 as part of their Flamin' Hot seasoning.
That's gone, brother.
Those dyes give the snack its vibrant red and orange hues. Notably, they do not contain red dye number 3, which have been banned in some contexts due to health concerns.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. But
there you go. You're welcome.
But you know how it is. They come after red dye number 3, then they come after 46.
And where were you, Mary? What type of dog was it that viciously mauled you?
It was an American Bulldog weighing in around 100 pounds, and I weigh around 100 pounds.
Oh, it sounds like a fair fight to me. All right, hold on, and we'll be right with you, Mary.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
A disabled vehicle, right lane blockage in Hillsborough, 275 north, closing in on Sly Avenue, back to Dr. King. Northbound 275 overall, backup still pretty hefty between Armenia and Kennedy. A crash on Gun Highway northbound and southbound traffic affected there a little bit, right near a Caliber collision, go figure. Northbound not quite back to Lineball. An incident and a 10-minute delay northbound Veterans Expressway around Wilcox Road, back to Rawls Road. 275 south of Pinellas Point, around a 12-minute backup there, dwindling delays elsewhere. This is Eric with your traffic in the Fair and Fair Traffic Center.
Beat the price increase. Ken Ganley has over 1,000 new Kias on sale. Visit them today or online at KenGanleyKiaNewportRichie.com.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby. I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time.
Hi.
That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with 0 down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches in my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me, I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around this store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches on my feet stopped hurting. And the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a Good Feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
This Work Zone Awareness Week,
take a moment to think about the people behind the cones. Road workers risk their lives to keep Florida highways safe. Speeding, distractions, and ignoring signs can be deadly. Slow down, stay alert, and follow the rules. It's the best way to protect workers and yourself. Together, we can make a difference. From the Florida Department of Transportation. Respect the zone so we all get home.
Have you heard of the new Hard Rock Bet Battle of the Bets yet? It's a lot of fun, and there's at least $250,000 in bonus bets on the line every single day. That's the minimum, and it grows fast. All you have to do is pick a side for $1. And there's a new battle every day. Matchups like favorites versus underdogs, overs versus unders, Florida versus the world. If your side wins for the day, you not only get your cash winnings, you split all those bonus bets. Check it out on the Hard Rock Bet app. Download it now on Google or iPhone, or simply go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Fuel costs add up. That's why fleet managers like Ed Keeley of Communications Unlimited are switching to Coast, the smart Visa fuel card designed to help business owners save on fuel and cut wasteful spending.
When we first started using Coast, we saved in the neighborhood of $22,000 from our previous month's invoice from our other provider.
Get fuel rebates of 4 to 10 cents on every gallon at Coast's 30,000 partner stations across the country, like Exxon and 7-Eleven. Plus, get greater control over your spending and block unauthorized purchases before they happen.
The biggest change is the controls that the Coast product allows us to have that the other vendor didn't. There was a lot of potential for abuse out there that became virtually impossible with Coast.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. See terms at coastpay.com.
Okay, everyone, what did you think of the chocolate bar?
It's too chewy.
Feels kind of chalky.
Too much nougat.
I need to go brush my teeth.
Business is booming for Steph's small marketing research firm.
After all these focus groups, there's only one conclusion. I need more researchers.
And she's way too busy researching.
Does this have peanuts?
To waste time researching resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. If you're hurt, accept no substitute. Call Farah & Farah, Tampa.
Did you miss the Mike Calta show today?
Whoa! Wow! right. You saw some stuff.
I just scrolled down. I was
yes.
like, whoa!
Now imagine that naked.
Listen to the Mike Calta show every weekday morning at 6 a.m. on The Bone. Or anytime with the full show replay on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. On it goes. More sunshine, I think, right into the weekend. Mainly dry, hot during the day. High temperatures up near 90. Nighttime lows near 70. Next chance of rain should be early next week.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Ask the Dom is up next. He's already got his first call locked and loaded. It's Mary, who was attacked by a dog in Port Canaveral. Still there, Mary?
Yes, I'm here.
Attacked, you are 100 pounds. You were attacked by a 100-pound American Bulldog in beautiful Port Canaveral, Florida. What else do we need to know before we hear you on Ask the Dom coming up in about 20 minutes here on The Bone?
Well, one other thing I want to tell you is the week before that, the dog had been castrated and was on medication, gabapentin, trazodone, and carprofen.
Okay.
It apparently, the veterinarian knew that the dog had some aggressive behaviors, and the people that own the dog, the man, is a convicted felon and is actually was on probation for violence, domestic violence, and violence on law enforcement officer or fire personnel.
A lot going on there. All right, just ask you to please hold. Dom will be here at the top of the hour to get your phone call. And are you okay now, physically and mentally? Do you feel like you bear the emotional and physical scars from this dog bite incident?
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of scars. The dog attacked my left arm first as I blocked him from jumping in my face and ripped a big hunk off my arm. And then he went to my lady parts and grabbed there and then grabbed my right thigh. I've been getting therapy 2 or 3 times a week for months, and I'm working on getting better. I've been seeking psychiatric care as well, and I'm working on it.
Very good. And I'm sorry, you said this 100-pound American Bulldog latched onto your private parts?
Yes, sir, it did.
My goodness gracious, that is terrible. Sorry, just
horrific.
A little fat lip by Sum 41 if you're picking up what I'm putting down. All right, well, you just hold, and Mr. Dom, AskTheDom.com will be right with you. Okay, Mary?
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mary. May I just ask your age really quickly?
I am 62 years old.
You don't sound a day over 35. And do you believe that Fish, the rock and roll band Fish, belongs in the Rock Hall of Fame? Fish.
You know, I don't really know Fish. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's not pertinent to your phone call with Dom at all. I just wanted to ask because they were voted by the fans. There's a fan vote in the Rock Hall of Fame, and Fish won the fan vote. Second and third were Bad Company and Billy Idol. And in my opinion, that order should go Billy Idol 1, Bad Company 2, Fish 3. What do you think, Mary?
Well, I definitely like Billy Idol, and I love Bad Company, but I really don't even know who Fish is. So, what a bummer.
Yeah,
I know a lot of music.
I can tell you do. Yeah. They're a hippie, kind of a hippie jam band, if you will. They jam a lot.
No kidding.
Jam a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to look them up now.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you'll appreciate it, but you like 38 Special, huh?
Sure.
We several years ago did a parody song that you're gonna hate, Mary, that everyone should hate. Oh, this isn't the same Feel Like Making Love. Okay, good. We did Fetus Leaking Blood.
Oh.
Yeah, my partner Daniel and I back in the day in Orlando. Baby, you're ripping out my baby.
Oh.
Look at all that blood. Fetus leaking. Fish number 1, Bad Company 2, Billy Idol 3.
Well, Fish certainly has the more fervent and relevant following.
Correct.
Who nobody's Bad Company doesn't even exist anymore.
Right. Right. Yeah. How they got 281,000 online votes, Bad Company, that is.
Paul Rogers.
Astonishing.
A vote.
Billy Idol, third place with 260,000 votes. Fish, first place, 330,000.
Billy Idol should need a fan vote. Billy Idol should be in on his own merits.
Could not agree with you more. Among the 14 nominees this year, this is insane to me, only 2 bands came in with fewer than 100,000 votes. One of them is Latin rock band Mana, which brought up the rear with 34,005. Second to last, Oasis, 99,500. Joy Division got more. White Stripes got more. Black Crowes got more. Mariah Carey and Chubby Checker got more. Soundgarden got more. Joe friggin' Cocker got more. And Cyndi Lauper, 237,000.
Could it be that the fans of Oasis are like Oasis in that they know Oasis couldn't give a damn about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Maybe.
That's not their thing.
I don't know. I'm just.
It's astonishing though. You're right. I would think. I mean, Oasis has always kind of existed on a plane by themselves to a degree.
Yep. Fish making it number one, though. That's like a bunch of Fish fans getting together.
Sure.
And like, I don't know any Fish songs. I used to play one of their songs in college radio, I think Down with Disease, but like their number one stream song is called Farmhouse, 27 million views. And I couldn't tell you any. Farmhouse, Sample in a Jar, Free, Bouncing Around. I don't know any of these damn songs.
But you have to, I mean, they took over where the Dead left off. And it's, they own the jam band genre.
They definitely do.
So in that respect, I think, there's going to be two iconic jam bands, the Dead and Fish. So I think you almost have to let them in.
Yeah, because I guess a newer jam band that I've heard of is Goose. People seem to really dig them.
You got to put the years in, though.
Yeah, and I don't know nothing about no Goose. I want to direct your attention to my my TikTok and my Instagram. I'm just all about promoting positive content on social media. And if you go to my TikTok, which I think is Drew Garabo, you'll see a video I took last night at the Lightning game where a wonderful gentleman, Brandon the nurse, and I were reunited after 3 years of not seeing each other. He was one of my nurses at Moffitt Cancer Center. It's a beautifully heartwarming reunion. So if you want to look at it, share it, propagate the world with positive social media content, that would be simply awesome. And the Bolts, if they do not win tomorrow night, we are in big trouble. I don't think we're currently in big trouble.
It's one game.
One game is only one game. Losing your first game at home, rough, but the Florida Panthers are a damn good hockey team. I am more concerned about the way Andrei Vasilevsky looked last night. It was not a Vazzy-like performance. He's not going to play that poorly in the next game, I would hope. But last night was a wake-up call, and it was really, really rough. There was just a great atmosphere in there. The building was rocking. The fans were into it, despite the late start. And then right away, the air was just taken out of the building with that first goal.
I know they have no choice in the scheduling, but might have been better had we been able to play the Panthers down the line, not the first team, not first playoff series.
Yeah. I go back and forth with that. If you're going to have to play them eventually, maybe you want to play them in the first round when you're as healthy as you're going to be. Because as it gets deep in the playoffs, players get injured and crap. So if you're going to play them anyway, maybe you want to play them in the first round. But I don't know that another first round exit would be great for our franchise. We lost in the first round last year to the Panthers. I would like to get past the first round this year.
Yeah.
And I'll be out there tomorrow. 800-771-1025 is our number. Mary's going to hold just a little bit longer for Ask the Dom. And we'll bring you the pregame action tomorrow, only until 6 because the game starts at a bizarre 6:30. We are the first game on the docket. Here's Fish's number one stream song, Farmhouse.
We have cluster flies and lights, and this
sound a lot like the Dead.
Basically, we are so very sorry.
Now I hear a lot of people talking about Goose, another jam band. I don't know any of their music. Here is their number one streamed song, Get Ready. I'm sorry, So Ready. Sounds kind of jammy to me. The fan vote, by the way, is more of a ceremonial opportunity to make people feel like they're participating in something, but just because they win the fan vote does not mean they're automatically in the Rock Hall of Fame.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, it just gives them a couple more ballots. There are 1,200 votes cast by industry insiders, and the fan votes equal to one of those ballots. So Fish still has their work cut out for them.
If I'm Fish, I'll accept it.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm Billy Idol and I get in by fan voting, I'm a little hot.
Yeah, Idol's got to get in, dude. That guy belongs in the Rock Hall of Fame. History is on the side of the winner of the fan vote, also being selected by the industry voters. Only in 2020 has the fans' top choice not gotten in, when the Dave Matthews Band handily won among fans more than 1 million votes, but still didn't get inducted. They did get in 4 years later. Fish is being seen as a long shot that might be more popular with the masses than the industry types who put up the vote for the Rock Hall. The prognostication site Gold Derby has its predictions naming the 7 likeliest inductees. Fish is not one of them.
Oh.
They say Bad Company, Chubby Checker, Joe Cocker, Joy Division New Order Combo Willie, Cyndi Lauper, and Outkast. No Billy Idol. Why wouldn't Billy Idol... I think Billy Idol had so many damn songs in the 80s.
Yeah.
White Wedding, Rebel Yell, Catch My Fall, Eyes Without a Face, Hot in the City, Moni Moni. The dude, especially in the MTV era, was a rock and roll hit machine.
And also kind of carved out his own, unique branding. I mean, punk rock, metal, whatever you want to call it, but he kind of owned that landscape as well.
He did.
He'll get it. He will eventually get it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
His band Generation X that he started off with, that song Ready, Steady, Go.
Yeah.
They were great. All right, Ask the Dom is up next. You know Mary's on hold. She wants to find out about her vagina. Mary, you didn't need cosmetic surgery on your labia, did you?
They can't do any surgery till about a year after the actual.
Okay.
Yeah, the wounds have to heal for like a year before they can do any corrective surgery.
I got you. All right, I've gotten all the background information I need. Thank you very much. Just be careful, because sometimes the lady doctor, Mary, will say to you, would you like for me to numb down there? And then when you say yes, he'll go num 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 num. I was hoping you'd like that. All right, please hold for Ask the Dom, Mary. Thank you. Thank you, Maurice.
Thank you, Drew.
I will see you in person on Friday. I will talk to you tomorrow via the magic of radio.
Shortened show.
Indeed, a very shortened show tomorrow. Stick around for Ask the Dom. Thank you very much for listening. Hit me up on the IG, Drew Garabo, DREWGARABO. He is Cat Named Mo on Twitter or X. I am Drew on the radio. He is a Cat Named Mo. And stick around for Ask the Dom on your radio dial. The Orlando Magic are in action tonight against the Boston Celtics. Let's go Magic. And tomorrow we'll have Bolts hockey for you. Thank you so much for listening. Appreciate you so much. Don't forget to rise, shine, and grind. Listen to the Mike Calta Show, followed by the Johnny B After Show, then JP, then Senning Show. And we will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Good night now.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. The Bolts are back in the playoffs. Tomorrow night, your Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at the Amalie Arena to take on the Florida Panthers. The game starts at 6:30 p.m. It's the battle for Florida. You can listen to every single playoff game right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Hockey. Now, a Bone Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
As we close out here, a crash with left lane blockage northbound I-75 at Big Bend Road. Traffic is stop and go around 10 minutes beyond Paseo Almar Boulevard. Southbound 41 approaching Sims Road will back you up also around 10 minutes or so. Northbound and southbound 275 still dealing with congestion in the downtown area. Southbound between Himes Avenue and Palm Avenue due to an incident. And northbound between Willow Avenue and Kennedy. In Pinellas, what's usually still backed up is congested a little more than usual. Northbound US 19 at Curlew back to Republic Drive or Hammock Pine Boulevard. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Life doesn't stop after you've been involved in a car accident. You've got things to do and places to be. If your car is damaged, call Farah and Farah anytime, 7 days a week. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or call 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Tell Mike Caldeseya.
Spring into savings at Crown Kia because it's all about location, location, location.
And Abby, it's all about selection, selection, selection. We have a sea of new Kias out there.
Over 400 new Kias available to choose from. Hurry in to shop our huge selection of no tariff inventory and save on a new Kia. Drive for only $219 a month.
Plus no market adjustment or dealer installed options.
Crown Kia, the better way to buy.
And service.
CrownKia.com. For lease information and more details, call 1-800-371-0942.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Prestige Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prestige Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prestige Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 813-499-2888. 813-499-2888 to restore your sex life in just one visit. Call now. 813-499-2888.
Babe, I don't know how to tell you this, but it's time to break up. With our power company, they keep raising rates while you keep footing the bill. At Solar Bear, we say enough is enough. Go solar today and get your first 12 months completely free. With over 10 years in business and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're Florida's trusted solar provider. Locally owned, proven, and affordable. Make the switch, call Solar Bear now, and visit solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com.
Fuel costs add up. That's why fleet managers like Ed Keeley of Communications Unlimited are switching to Coast, the smart Visa fuel card designed to help business owners save on fuel and cut wasteful spending.
When we first started using Coast, we saved in the neighborhood of $22,000 from our previous month's invoice from our other provider.
Get fuel rebates of 4 to 10 cents on every gallon at Coast's 30,000 partner stations across the country, like Exxon and 7-Eleven. Plus, get greater control over your spending and block unauthorized purchases before they happen.
The biggest change is the controls that the Coast product allows us to have that the other vendor didn't. There was a lot of potential for abuse out there that became virtually impossible with Coast.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. See terms at coastpay.com.
Feel the credit union difference. GTE Financial is celebrating its 90th anniversary. Since 1935, providing solutions for Tampa Bay businesses is what we love to do. From SBA lending to hassle-free checking, commercial insurance to preventing fraud. We even offer free benefits for your employees. As a not-for-profit financial institution, we get to focus on your earnings. Join us at gtefinancial.org, the official credit union of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine & More, the place to go for sipping rosés with seltzers on ice. All kinds of beers with more reasons for cheers. It's warm out, let's go. Our prices are low on all our beers and wines. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly. B21.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 813-492-8255. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 813-492-8255. That's 813-492-8255.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
The following program is sponsored and doesn't necessarily reflect the opinions of 102.5 The Bone. Enjoy.
The following hour was paid for by the host and does not necessarily reflect the opinion of 102.5 The Bone.
Please rise. Court is now in session.
How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Oh, guilty, but with a real good excuse.
I object, Your Honor. This trial is a travesty. It's a travesty of a mockery of a sham, a mockery of a travesty of two mockeries of a sham.
You must learn the law.
Your Honor, I object. What does this have to do with anything?
Overruled. I'll take the case.
And now, live from the Autoglass America studios, it's the Ask the Dom Show.
You are out of order. You're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Prosecutor, why you think you done it? We got all this, like, evidence. Judge should be lucky.
Everything that guy just says, bullshit. Thank you.
Are you a good lawyer?
An excellent lawyer.
Did you order the code red?
You're goddamn right I did.